One day later. Oh yeah,
Toodaloo, motherfucker!
I don't know Wade personally, but from watching the case, I believe he is 100% innocent.
He is going to get the death penalty if we don't do anything.
Find by a vote of 9-3 that Wade Wilson should be sentenced to death.
We need to free him now.
My nose to the ground and really just focus on fighting everything that I can for Wade behind the scenes because there's a lot going down.
Who did he do the interview with?
It's a necro.
This guy jumpsuit Pablo, who's been a fucking problem. Fucking asshole about shit. Like, asshole.
Oh, I'm the asshole. I've killed 0 people.
So I got back in the car, and that's when he started strangling me. And when I heard that that's how he killed those women, I was like, this is like his MO. This is what he does.
Christine and I have been friends since we were in high school.
Where did the two of you meet?
In Illinois, where we grew up.
No, she always had everybody's back. She just had that personality that was really magnifying. She had this really loud laugh that you could hear it like a mile away.
Stage full name. My name is Wade Stephen Wilson.
Miss Florida working on a carnival when I first noticed a hot guy working at a pizza stand. That night, he messaged me and he's like, so I just got in a fight with the girl that I'm with and she kicked me out. And he's like, I have nowhere to go. I was just like, yeah, I have a couch. I mean, you can sleep on the couch or whatever. And he's like, well, I don't want to sleep on the couch. Wade said that he was straight when I met him, but I was like, it just seems a little sketchy. Like, if you're straight, you don't move into a guy's house with a guy and then want to sleep in his bed. Usually after the first time, like, do you sleep together? Either it goes well or you never hear from that person again. Like, that's just how it goes.
I done walked way down and I did it like this. With a way wise head in 2026. Long live Diane, long live Christine. Long live Diane, long live Christine. Dear Governor, let's make this fast. Fuck you, Wade, I know your past. You was in a RV eating ass. You was a carny, that is epitome of white trash. Wade's got the hunter virus, cause that boy's a fucking rat. Him and Diddy would've had a good time. Baby oil on a slip and slide. He's spreading the cheeks, he's open wide. He's saying take that while he comes inside. Man, I'm gonna do this shit for Zane. Yeah, kill him slow, let him feel that pain. Yeah, kill him slow, let him feel that pain. Long live Christine, long live Diane. 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 I done walked way down and I did it like this. Smell the cup holder, he might done piss. He done ate the ass of Chris. Should've listened to Candy. Yo, Wade thought he was a savage like Randy. He's Buffalo Bill in the RV. He's dancing, prancing in pansies.
Yeah, first and foremost, man, RIP to Christine Melton, RIP to Diane Ruiz. This is the YouTube Streets Podcast, man. New Age Plug, you did it again. We in this bitch. Let's go.
Yeah.
YouTube Streets back in the building.
I love that. I love the energy. We already got tonight. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody in the building, man. This is the YouTube Streets Podcast. We got Blue Eyes in the building. What up, bro?
What up, what up, what up? Salute.
Boston represent, and we also got DBS stuck in the system straight from New York.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. How's it going, guys? We got some new information. Plug. I can't wait. I can't hold it, man.
It's crazy.
I think we need to start with the bad news. Like, to me, this is not good information. Like,
right.
I just don't understand. This is my thing. Why did they charge him for this? And I'll play the clip in a second. But I feel like he probably, the speculation of him doing it to to Christine as well, and then what he did to Diane. Let me play the clip for full context.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Before you do that, man, I just want to say that nobody's really ever touched on this, right? This is the first time that we're going to hear this, but we've always trying to kind of pointed in that direction of, the reason why they never brung up the sexual assault on Diane is because there was no way to retrieve any evidence, right? Because of how he, committed this horrendous crime. So they never really brung it up, or they never, I guess it was for the family, right? I assume for the, the respect of her and her sons, not to, um, desecrate or degrade her. But I think that all these Wade wives, right? All these women that are in lust with Wade and are loyal blindly to his bullshit. This is something that right here should definitely make you turn around and say, you know what? I fucked up. I shouldn't be following this piece of shit. But go ahead.
That couldn't have been spoken any better, DBS. Yeah, let me play it so we get full context. And honestly, I don't understand why anybody would support what you already known. You should never supported him. But after this, there's no excuses.
And we were able to confirm that Wade Wilson sexually assaulted Diane Ruiz after he killed her.
Whoa.
Now, this is a documentary that came out. It's actually an episode of the show, My Crazy Ex. I keep saying the other way.
Ever,
worst ex ever, right? And you have Courtney on here. You have Chris on here, his first ever gay boyfriend publicly.
Yeah.
And then you have Kelly on here, Kelly Matthews.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? What stood out to me? Not only did he start going out with Kelly's friend, which was only 18 years old, right? Fucking scumbag. He threatened to kill the dog, bro. He threatened to kill the dog.
We're gonna talk about that. So this is how we're gonna work around this, and so everyone that doesn't have Netflix can watch this in a way. We're going to play some audio from it in a second. And yeah, dude, I honestly want to start. I know that I really don't want to gloss over the fact of what we just heard, because and at the same time, Amber Nola has a great comment saying, "I wish they wouldn't have put this out. Now the family has to listen, has to hear this." And that's a great point. This just makes it 10 times worse. Like, this dude is a POS. They need to speed up the process on this. Governor DeSantis, he ain't gonna be the one that signs it. But if he, I mean, man,
We
this
do
is
got
getting
Courtney
nuts.
in the chat. Salute to Courtney. I just want to say that it was crazy. The whole thing. I gained a lot of perspective watching this, because we all seen the Deadpool Killer on Paramount Plus, but this Netflix one, this one was different. You know what I'm
Yeah, the
saying?
handsome devil. Yeah.
Yeah, the handsome devil. This one here though. This one was different.
And I guess there's allegedly another one, that because there's been people saying that they're part of a documentary that they weren't in this one. So we'll see.
And I just
We'll see what
point
happens.
one thing out before we get into it, right? If they had, because they were negligent with that assault case with Kelly, right? The sexual abuse and all that, and the dude was supposed to get like 3 weeks suspension. He only got 2 weeks suspension. But if he got convicted and charged with that, they had pursued that, this whole thing could have been prevented, hypothetically speaking. That's just my opinion. But we're gonna get into all that tonight. Stay tuned. Hit the like button if you like something.
I agree with some stuff that we heard previous about that Detective Potter, after seeing, because this documentary does show some exclusive interrogation by Wade Wilson in West Palm Beach. So and honestly, Wade did some fucking crazy shit.
Fucking nice. That dude Porter was
Dude,
mad fucking nice to Wade, and he
nice.
He closed the charge and the allegations before the DNA even came back. That's crazy. And Internal Affairs found him negligent, and all he got was 3 weeks suspended. He only did 2 weeks suspended. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. So make sure y'all smash the like button. I appreciate it. Let's sit back. We're gonna play some audio. Let's start with how he met Chris. All right, and then we'll go. That yeah. So I know. We're kind of get. I want to get us in real time on this because, dude, honestly, bro, Wade Wilson was a fucking gay carny, bro. He was a gay carny.
On dead dogs.
All
Ain't
right,
no
let's
other
do
way
it.
to put it, bro.
Florida working on a
Yeah.
carnival when I first noticed a hot guy working at a pizza
Turn this
stand.
up. Yeah, did you hear what he just say? Just said, hold on.
Calling my heart Connie.
In 2019, I was living in
This is him right here
an
on the
RV,
pizza stand.
traveling on a carnival. I was working on a bungee jump at the carnival. I saw this new guy that I'd never recognized before. I was like, wow, he's pretty good looking. I just told my friend, I was like, I think that I'm going to give him my number. So I wrote my number on a napkin and just left it there at the stand that he worked in. And a couple days.
So okay, so Blue, have you? This is a real question. You don't have to answer it, but have you ever had a homosexual man come up and give you his number?
Well,
That
I'll
is
break
way
that
too
fucking
comfortable.
jaw. I'll knock
Bro.
them tooth out,
And you
bro.
know why that's never
Absolutely not.
happened? You know why that's
Absolutely.
never happened? Because you don't present yourself as a gay person. Now, Wade Wilson,
Yeah.
obviously, there was rumors of previous bids that he was doing some homosexual activity in the
Listen.
Florida Department of Corrections. Go ahead.
They gotta feel comfortable enough to do so, right? It takes one to know one. So if they come up pressing you, they already know some shit. You know what I'm saying? They're asking questions they already know the answers to. So I never had to deal with that, unfortunately, because it would have been all bad. It would have ended bad for him. But like, yo, keep that shit over there, respectfully. I'll
Now,
knock out
Courtney,
some chicklets.
we do have Wade Wilson's ex-girlfriend in the chat, Courtney. We will get to your audio in a little bit with Kelly. I did personally reach out to Kelly today, and there is still in 2026. I don't know if y'all would believe this or not, but them two were both on this episode. But there's still a beef there, and honestly, it's still coming from Kelly. She is not cool with Courtney. They are beefing. They are straight at each other's necks to this day in 2026. Let's go.
That's crazy.
Stephen was a personal trainer. He told.
Oh, I messed up. I can't do that later on, though. Don't let me do that later on.
When I first noticed a hot guy working at a pizza stand. In 2019, I was living in an RV, traveling on a carnival. I was working on a bungee jump at the carnival. I saw this new guy that I'd never recognized before. I was like, wow, he's pretty good looking. I just told my friend, I was like, I think that I'm going to give him my number. So I wrote my number on a napkin and just left it there at the stand that he worked in. And a couple days went by, and I felt someone tap on my shoulder. He just said, I'm Wade, and da-da-da-da. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm Christopher. He's like, I need that number again. And I was like, oh, okay, so. And I just put it in his phone. That night, he messaged me. And he's like, so I just got in a fight with the girl that I'm with. And she kicked me out. And he's like, I have nowhere to go.
So obviously, he was, doing the couch surfing thing Wade Wilson was doing. And he ran out of women. This is what I believe. I think he ran out of a girl to go to. And his last resort was this dude right here. And I know he was already gay, but he had to bite the bullet. He didn't want publicly everyone to know that Wade Wilson to this day doesn't want anybody to know he's gay.
Yeah. And these two allegedly got bath salts together, started tweaking, right? Wade was standing above him in his sleep with a knife, saying someone's trying to break in.
We're getting to that, Blue. We're gonna get to that.
This shit got crazy. But bro,
we're gonna get to that.
But bro, this dude never called the cops.
Hey, bro, he handled his own. Remember, Tommy and Eric said that they used to fight, and they seen Chris whoop Wade Wilson's ass all the time.
I was just like, yeah, I have a couch. I mean, you can sleep on the couch or whatever. And he's like, well, I don't want to sleep on the couch. I'm like, well, you can sleep wherever you want. I don't care. I met Wade on like a Tuesday or Wednesday.
That's how he knew right there. That's when he knew right there. He got his number.
Listen,
he's like, yeah, bro, you can stay with me, bro. He's like, bro, you can stay with me, bro. You can sleep on my couch. And Wade's like, listen, I don't want to sleep on your couch. What the fuck?
Dog. He hauled at him like a whole shorty. Yo, when he said, I need that number again, he knew right then and there, bro.
Well, Wade was a bottom for so long in the Florida Department of Corrections that in the outside he was a top, at least in this situation. But there's a key word in this. There's a key thing in this is that this dude admits that this was his first gay relationship too. This is
No
the first
way.
dude.
Get the
Yes,
fuck out of
That's what
here.
he said. That's what he said.
that's what he said, dude.
Now this is becoming a little far fetched, bro.
And then, like, maybe that following Sunday night, Wade moved into my RV. Wade said that he was straight when I met him, but I was like, it just seems a little sketchy. Like, if you're straight, you don't move into a guy's house with a guy and then want to sleep in his bed. Maybe like a week had went by, and then we ended up going out and had some drinks. And I was feeling pretty
That's
good.
when it
So then
happened.
I think that was the first time.
Whoa, whoa!
What the fuck is going on here, bro? What the
It wasn't memorable for him, dude.
Yo.
This is hardcore shit.
Him
This is
saying that's
rough
his
living,
first is
son.
crazy, bro. And this picture's crazy, bro.
This is rough living, son.
This is the roast of Wade Wilson,
Yo,
bro.
they piggybacking. That's crazy, bro. On Dead Dogs, they forcing it. It's getting crazy.
Dude, this was during lunch break during the Carney shit? Like, what do you take? Bro, Wade Wilson's so fucking cheap
It
and
was
petty.
eating hot dogs to lunch, plug.
Dude, he didn't even take him on a date. He took him to the fair they already work at. He just took him to the fair they're already
It
working at,
smelled
you
like
fucking
hot
bum.
dog water.
Either it goes well or you never hear from that person again. Like, that's just how it goes. But then he still was living with me, so 2 weeks after.
I know Wade Wilson didn't win him a Teddy or nothing.
Man, he is the Teddy. He won him. He's right there. He's holding him.
He got Teddy on his back, bro.
Yeah, he's got the Teddy on his back, brother.
2 weeks after he'd moved in, he had asked if I wanted to make it Facebook official.
Yo,
I was very
Yo,
surprised.
shit. He said, "Yeah, I gotta seal the deal. I need to make sure security is fucking met." Bro.
Listen, brother. I got that in my notes. We are not just gonna skip over that. Facebook official is crazy.
Yeah, now we're in line with your notes, Blue. Go ahead.
Marriage,
Yo, Facebook official is crazy.
This
Listen, I'm telling ladies, yo, chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, yo, hey, stay careful.
Facebook is the devil, bro.
Facebook official with the homie is crazy. Yo,
That's
wild, man. What a time to be living in, man. Holy
dude, if this,
I'm gonna put a pin in it. We'll circle back.
If this was MySpace, Chris would be in his top 8.
He'd be a top for sure. That
He gave him top and he ate. All right, let's go.
Skeptical about being with a guy, and this was my first relationship with a guy.
Right there. You don't believe that?
I don't believe that shit for a minute when I heard that.
Bro,
Say you lying.
well, he
motherfucker.
probably did stuff with guys. Don't mean he was in a relationship with guys. Think about
That's
it.
a good point, plug.
Okay, all right. Maybe you might be onto something.
Like this is the first time he settled down was with Wade fucking Wilson.
I can see
That's wild work, but you, yo, that's a good point.
Does he take Wilson's last name? What name does he take?
We enjoyed being together. We did a lot of.
Hey, we're not making fun of. Listen. No, we're not making fun of homophobia. We're making fun of Wade Wilson tonight.
Yeah,
just to make that clear.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. We're not making fun of anybody that's gay. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever you got to do, do it. But we're making fun of Wade Wilson tonight. And Chris, we are making fun of you a little bit too because you had some smirks during this documentary. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. The energy that you were given was that you were still in love with Wade, and I know that you handled your own when it comes to the abuse. I'm not saying you're not a victim, but at the same time, you seem a little bit too jolly about being in a relationship with Wade Wilson, him being your ex. You seem a little bit jolly about. Go ahead.
He did sleep under the counter.
I wouldn't be surprised if he starts a channel, man. I would not be surprised if he starts to become some sort of social media content creator, and he's gonna have hella support, man, for the LGBTQ community, man. They're gonna accept him with open arms.
He's a Wade wife, bro.
He's a Wade husband.
Hubby, my bad.
And he caught himself in a trick battle on this too later on, and I'm gonna say it now so I don't forget. Is basically he said that he left Wade because Wade was going around saying he was his cousin.
His
That's the
cousin,
reason
they
you
your
left Wade.
cousin. Yo,
So
plug,
that's your
that's your
intentions.
cousin.
Your
Yeah, man.
Yo,
your
I don't
intentions
know.
wasn't leaving because of abuse. You left because he was going around saying that you weren't together with
exactly.
him in the Keys because he was embarrassed.
Because after he pulled the knife, they got in a physical altercation. He said he cut his hand, his chest. He threatened to slit his throat. All this other shit, choked him, whatever he allegedly did. Right. That's a great point. He didn't leave after that. He slept under the fucking kitchen counter in his fucking trailer, or whatever it is. Right. But he said Wade told people we were cousins, and that's why he left. That's a good point.
And then
Wade
after
likes
that was
the
our last night
bunts.
there. I was like, well, I'm going to go home to my mom's house for a little bit and just park my trailer there so I can spend a little time with her before I figure out what I'm going to do. So we ended up
This
doing
is
that.
wild right here. This picture is fucking confusing as fuck, son.
You thought that was a chick, DBS?
Fucking,
Keep it funky, dog. Keep it
I don't know.
funky,
I don't
bro.
know, bro. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't fucking know. But I know that fucking Wade Wilson likes bunt, bro. He likes the bunt. Boy cunt. He likes boy cunts.
No. This
One
is
night, me, Wade, my mom, and a few friends went out to a bar, and they thought he was hot. I mean, obviously, and they thought he was cool because he's good, smooth talker, One night, Wade is just like, "Oh, we should get some drugs and like have fun. We just chill at the house and like." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll call up this dude that I used to know." And this guy, like, I don't know what he
that I
gave
used
us.
to
Like, ended up giving
know.
us like
Somebody that I used to know.
Yeah, it's fucking confusing, man. I don't fucking know,
Somebody.
bro. Filters and shit.
Yo, what the fuck? This picture's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Chris kind of looks like the mom with the Cuffboy channels with the mom that used to react to music videos.
Yo.
At first, I thought it was her, bro.
altar or something.
Mom reacts.
In the middle of the night, Wade is flipping out. And he's just like, "Oh my god, somebody's trying to break in the house. Someone's trying to break in the house." I'm like, "Nobody's trying to break in the house. Go to bed." So then, like, a few hours later, he ends up waking me up again. Well, this time he's, like, standing over my bed with a knife. Wade said, "If somebody breaks in the house, I'm going to slit your throat before I slit theirs." And I was like, that pissed me off. So then I ended up, like, getting up out of bed and, like, we got in a fight.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
what does that
wrote
even
down
mean?
on my notes, bro. He said,
Yeah, what are you gonna
that's why I
do?
got
Like, is that a
pissed off.
mercy? A mercy kill? Like, what are you gonna do before they kill us?
Nah,
Make
he's
sure
low
I
key
take you
blaming
out
him.
so they
Like, he
don't.
don't know if he's getting set up. Like, if someone gets up in this motherfucker, like, if you let someone in this bitch, I'm gonna cut you before I cut that. He was paranoid as fuck. He was tweaking and geeking, bro. But homeboy said, I ain't standing for it. I ain't sitting for it. We throwing hands, bro.
Drugs
Man
are
to man,
bad,
hand to
okay?
hand, bro. They got it in. They got to
So,
wrestling butt naked.
But you do know in these sort of lifestyle relationships that they're having right now, there is the domestic violence fucking flies through the roof.
Yeah. Super real.
No, like they're handsy, bro.
Real rap.
Yeah, and they're real handsy. Like there's a top and a bottom, and they will fucking let it be known in a weird fucking. They fight a lot, bro. I'm telling you, no bullshit.
let me ask you a question, though, because if we take Courtney's story of him being sober, he didn't put no hands on Courtney, right? So when it comes to, like, Wade Wilson, do you think the drugs are the main factor of him putting hands on women and his men?
I think it's an enhancement, right? I think the violence is there. It just helps him bring it out. It helps
Well,
him be comfortable to be himself. I think it's there. It just enhances it. It enhances who he already is. It brings out the real him.
And
They said they were on bath salts. Go ahead.
to Courtney,
That's wild.
I think that she was fortunate enough to never have the opportunity to present itself where she was put in a situation for her to experience any kind of behaviors that
Thank
he
God.
might exhibit to somebody else where, it's a little bit more, of his control. He had a little bit more, control of the situation. I don't think the opportunity presented itself for her to ever be in that situation where, fortunately, thank God, that he was comfortable enough to get that comfortable with her.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I pushed him and got crazy while he had a knife in his hand. And so then he ended up, like, cutting my chest and he cut my hand. For, like, 4 hours, they wouldn't let me get up. And I would try to get up, and then he, like, literally was choking me. It was crazy. I had, like, these sliding glass doors in my
That's
RV
an MO, man. He's into the choking, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You notice he's like, as soon as they're like, how did he kill strangulation? He was so quick to like, not just say I choked her, I strangled her. He's like strangulation. Like, yeah, he got a thing for that.
And he ended
No,
up
no,
like
he
throwing
definitely
me
does.
through there, and then it broke the glass. So then that ended up cutting me more. Now I'm like really bleeding, and I was like,
He
oh
threw
my
him through
gosh.
the glass.
Well, I think all
Then
these
he ran out
domestic
of the house.
situations that he's had with his partners, right? All of them. I think that it all led up and built up to his comfortability with thinking, right? Because he just mentioned, I was bleeding and blood. You
Covered
gotta
there for
remember,
hours
yeah,
and
this shit is, traumatic. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're under the influence. You know
wouldn't
what
let
I'm
him
saying?
up, choked him, threw him through the glass doors.
So now, anytime that he's under the influence again, it wouldn't be that hard to go that far. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already experienced
Yeah.
where he's seen blood, he's had crazy situations with, shit broken, whatever the case
And
may be.
loosened him up. Pause.
Loosened him up all the way to the point where it made him comfortable where he could just, go all the way.
He desensitized his ass. Pause.
Kind of trained him or groomed him or
Yep.
enabled him to go as far as he did because nobody ever really kind of like, you know, reported him or, did anything to really make him think twice about what the fuck it is
Yep.
that he's
But
doing.
he got broomed and broomed.
A
That's
lot of
crazy.
these women had, brothers, hardcore,
Yeah, yeah.
hitters. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure a tune up a long time ago would have, maybe, you know, diverted this shit. But the fact that it was um, festered and grow out of control, this is why he's
Yeah.
so comfortable. And this is why he was able to do it the way he did it.
There's a possibility that he didn't have the capability of killing Chris as well. Like
Yeah,
he's not
exactly. We
like,
gotta remember
yep.
he only he his both of his victims are women. So he went only so far with Chris, but at the end of the day, Chris is a man and you know what I'm saying? He didn't he
Yeah,
didn't, he didn't go that
this
far with him. You feel me?
he's definitely biologically a man, but he definitely has, I don't know, bro.
Oh no,
He's
he
not.
got female tendencies for sure. You know what I'm saying? And all these women are in love with Wade Wilson, and he killed two women. It would have been more if it was up to him.
But
It was
but
almost two,
he
right?
couldn't kill Mila either. Mila got right through that.
Mila
You know, he
threw his ass on the ground, bro. He punched her in the face. She managed to take him down, bro. But at the end of the day, my point is he's a yucca. He's a cucka fucker. Like, how are these girls in love with this dude? That's crazy.
I like locked my
So I think, right, to an extent, a lot of these women have weird fetishes where they want to be dominated in a sense, and also, I guess, be so close to death that
Yeah.
it turns them on. You know what I mean?
No, that's a real thing, man. I heard of it before. Chicks like to get choked out, nearly unconscious and shit like that. They would like to
No, no,
flirt
no,
with death.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
listen. There's a real,
You ain't gotta tell me, bro. I know.
there's a real population of women that do indulge in
Right.
like those kind of things, bro.
They
It's a
like it
real
rough
thing.
type shit, to say the least. You know
To
what I'm
even
saying?
go further than that, role playing to
Right.
drastic extents.
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah, but that's one thing. But what Wade Wilson did was
But that's
like
consensual, right?
the sexual was it derived crimes that he committed, like his whole it was all derived off of sexual shit. And I
Yeah.
think it goes back to what you said, DBS, in like episode probably
Deviant.
100 ago, where you were talking about the connection with his biological mom and between the adopted mom is what made this sexual monster in a weird fucking way.
yeah. There's something that took place somewhere from the time he got to the foster home and they adopted him to the time of I want to say that 13-year old mark. That's when
Yep.
everybody said he started to really change. But um, I think there were things that were introduced to him at a very young age, and it it went somewhere where it shouldn't have because it was never addressed.
Before we start back up, let's catch up with the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the building. YouTube Streets Podcast. Kim YLD Ford's in the building. Betty Ross. He was
Yeah.
adopted as a baby. We know that, Betsy Ross. And you've been here long enough to know that we know that.
If you know, you know,
Salute
you
to
know.
Justified. That's why we said biological mom and his adopted mom when we were talking. Salute to JBE, Irony Fisticuffs, Mallory, everybody in the building. Thank you for being here. All right, man. What did Mike D say? Wade did the Cannibal Corpse song SRS in real life. I don't know what that is. We'll have to play that later.
Yeah, the fact that he's actually taking it that far to, you know, I mean, I've always said that there was some sort of sexual assault when it came to Diane, right? I think, well, I thought that it was more so out of the respect of the victim, you know what I mean?
Right.
To not really, you know, put that out there for
In the
dignity
victim's
purposes.
family.
Yeah,
Right,
dignity purposes, right? But now the fact that they're, you know, they've addressed it to it, you know, to the ugliest degree, right? Because I wasn't thinking about it like that. I was thinking, you know, somewhere between the timeline of him picking her up and then taking her out the car. Remember, they had stopped at a school, so you know, he had always said that it never got that far for whatever reason. But I always, you know, thought that he did sexually assault her, but to find out he did it afterwards is like, did he do it? So this is the thing,
I
right?
know that's what I didn't want to talk about earlier. I stopped myself because I'm like,
so I mean, yeah, because I was about to go through the timeline, right?
I don't know.
So-
I think that detective means it happened in the car where he thought she was dead.
So that's what I was about to get to, because I don't think it was after the fact of when he he ran her over 100 times, right? I'm
God bless her soul.
exaggerating,
God
but
bless you, Diane.
He definitely he and that's why I said when I heard that part about him continuously doing that, I said he's trying to get rid of the evidence on this sexual assault, right? Because what he did was he basically combined all DNA together, right? So there would be nowhere to swap, if you
Well,
get what I'm saying.
Well, you know what it is. This is what stood out to me, right? Because we're thinking, did it occur after? You know, he ran her over with the car. Rest in peace. But you gotta remember, when he threw her out the car, he thought she was dead. Then when he found out she wasn't, he proceeded to run her over. So maybe it did happen before that. We don't know. You know.
But if we listen to what the detective says and if we know what the case is, the death happened when he did run her over. So is that what he did outside the car, dude? I'm telling you, bro. I don't know how you bitches slut Lana. Oh, and then we got this other new bitch that we got from this paperwork for Salute to Kit True Crime and Amber Nola. I don't know if y'all seen this name in there. Louise Mitchell to the congregation, you fucking bitch. Yo, all right, so the link to get on here is it's pinned at the top. Louise Mitchell, I know you're fucking watching. You're obsessed with fucking Wade Wilson, and you're a fucking undercover Wade wife. Continue, bro. We're still getting trolled by Wade wives in 2026. It's still happening to this day, even though we only cover them every 5 months.
A lot of them are overseas, though. They're really overseas, man. And I think what they're really trying to do is they're just trying to find a way to get into the United States algorithm. And I feel like, you know, because they have an idea of how the American algorithm works, it's all about drama. I think they decided to jump in the pool of that. But still, there's no coming back from fucking supporting this piece of
the
shit.
drama for your mama. It's Scandal Squad stuck in the system. Plug life, bitch. Fuck them all. We ride for it.
Somebody just said, I'm here because I don't know how he's possibly not worse. Let me play this clip again.
And we were able to confirm that Wade Wilson sexually assaulted Diane Ruiz after he killed her.
Right,
man, that should be enough for anybody, whether you're infatuated with his looks or not. You know what I mean?
100%. My heart was beating so fast, it was like forever. After he stabbed me, I didn't call the police. Unless someone's dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't call the calls, bro. He ain't no call caller, man. He said it, unless somebody died, man, forget about it. Like, he didn't know what he was dealing with at the time. He didn't know he was lucky to escape with his life. You know what I'm saying? And I believe like a month later, he ends up taking him back.
But that's what I was saying about that community right there. They are high in the percentile rate when it comes to DV, bro. Domestic
Yeah.
violence is like second nature in those relationships. It's a lot. It's a way of communicating for them. It's wild. That's stabbing, bro. Stabbed you.
So the question right there is why didn't he call the police? Is it because of what Blue's saying and how he was raised, maybe of not being a cop caller family?
No, you know what I think it is, Plug? My bad, not to cut you off, but
No, go ahead.
before I forget, I think he was in love with them, bro. As crazy as that sounds, I quote
He
him.
still is. I think he still is.
Exactly. You seen the vibes, bro. You seen the face. I
I
read the
think it's
body
the
language.
drama. I think he's
Look
more
at that.
in love with
Come
the
on, man.
drama, right? Because
No,
why?
because Chris doesn't do. We haven't seen him on anybody's panels or anything. He doesn't. We only see
He's
him
been
in
waiting.
live.
He's been waiting for the right moment, man. He caught this right here. I'm telling you, man. He's gonna be some sort of content creator, a new somewhere in that community where he's gonna be doing
He's like gonna be
something.
Brian Ensign or something.
Listen, if I'm not mistaken, and I quote, he said, I didn't call the cops because I was in love with him. End of quote.
Yeah, but that's a sick, toxic relationship, man.
Oh, I ain't
That's why I
saying it
said
ain't.
that.
I'm just,
No, I'm
you know
not.
what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying you're not. But I'm saying that DV is high in this
Yeah, you saying
this
they
particular
wrestle to
lifestyle.
see who's on top type shit.
Yeah, nah, yeah, and
Everyday
it's
shit.
swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? It's two dudes with nuts, bro. You got two nuts running around.
Balls to the wall.
Somebody in the chat said, "Anybody think Wade is bi?" Oh my god, dude! Of course, I think technically you would call it bisexual, but he tried to
I
hide that
think
he
he's
wasn't. He tried to hide
trisexual.
that he's. Yeah, he
Man,
tried to
he's
hide this shit.
trisexual. He's doing necrophilia. He's doing
Everything
homosexuality.
except by the book. Yeah, he all over the place.
He's doing it all, man.
He's gay for stay,
This
gay for pay, gay to be gay. He's just gay.
he's throwing his penis in cellmates' mouths and shit. He's
Yep,
bugging out,
he's a
bro.
sexual predator. He's a sexual predator.
man. I
Yep.
told you he's a sexual deviant, man.
Yeah. You've been saying that
Doesn't
for
call
years. And
cops.
public service announcement. Again, we are not making fun of gays. We are making fun of ways. Let's go.
Yeah, shout out to the old school gays too, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to the gays, but shout out to the Wade gays.
Take that back, bro. What the fuck did you just say, bro?
I said shout out. I said shout out to the. I'm not saying it again. I'm not saying it again. I'm not saying it again. Shout out to the gays, but fuck the Wade gays.
Yeah, there you go. Pause.
That's what I meant to
Ended
say.
up taking down Go PM, and I got under
There's a dude named Flamer Trotter that's really gay. Y'all should check him
the
out.
table, and I just slept under there. I wake up like the next day to my sister like banging on my door. Wade had ended up getting a hold of my sister.
Whoa.
My sister calmed the situation down, and like he showed back up with blood all over him and apologized. He seemed sincere. He sounded like he was sorry, so I said after that, if you're with me, like there's no more drinking, no more smoking, like you're not even smoking cigarettes, I don't care.
This is what they all say. Yo, bro, remember this is happening with Courtney. Remember Courtney did let's whoa, let's get to it, Ronnie. Let's go back a few years now. We've been covering this case.
Yep.
Remember when we were talking about how we heard the first calls or we were listening to Courtney, and Courtney was saying, she had got rid of all his drugs and he threw it away.
Right.
It was she felt like he was sincere. And I was like, nah, man. I said, nah, that shit was the fucking game.
Right.
Just so he could stay around.
Well, he was sober.
He keep playing, yeah.
He was sober to her.
All right. I don't believe that shit. I believe that I've seen dudes in jail,
If
right?
he wasn't, it would have got violent.
Nah, no.
He had to
I'll
be
tell you
at
this
some
right.
point.
I've seen addicts in jail on their best behavior, bro. I'm talking about goddamn fucking pharmacists diagnosing and dosing themselves to be functional without you even being able to tell, especially a CO. I'm telling you, I've seen
we
it.
know functioning addicts when we see, you know what I'm saying?
But there is a discipline that they can possess for a short amount of time, or
Yeah.
be able to fucking finagle. And,
Well,
I'm
we gotta
telling you,
remember.
it's all bullshit.
We gotta remember though. Courtney and her family is different from that. When
Yeah.
he came over to her house, you gotta, dude. He's not fucking with that family. Look at what. Remember Zab Girl dropped Courtney's shit. She fucking got into some real street shit with one of her sisters. So
And listen,
you know that's there. So go ahead.
And Courtney
Courtney's
just
in the
said,
chat, right, too.
Courtney
She said
just
she was
said,
a
I'm a
former
former
addict.
addict. I get spot when someone is on drugs. And once we get through this and we cover what we cover, I think we should have her maybe come up later. But I hear what you're saying, Courtney. Salute.
Yeah, she's invited anytime. We got the link up there too. We sent her the link as well. But yeah, no, I think that her family was intimidating to Wade. I don't think he was gonna try any of that bullshit there. We seen the videos of him rapping in the yard and shit, right? Oh, she also sent a voicemail, but I think we're gonna play. I think we got it. We're gonna play in a little bit. All right, let's go. Got a lot of stuff tonight, man. We're
He
here.
only tries who he thinks he can get away with that shit with. You know what I mean?
He's a predator. He knows his prey.
Mm-hmm.
Look how he fucking
Wade had
bagged
found this
this
job
guy.
on Indeed that sounded different and more interesting than what I
Teabag.
had going on. And then we moved to Key West like 2 days later. He had lived down there prior.
Okay, so when he got to Key West, right? That's when Eric said he seen them two kissing in the front at the restaurant.
Parking
And
lot,
he's like, he's like, hey, Brand, you can't be doing that. People think I'm doing that. And that's when Wade's like, bro, I wasn't kissing, bro. You know, I'm not gay, bro. That's my cousin, bro.
Cousins, yeah.
That's my cousin. And he started, go ahead.
Acting like they distant cousins when they was kissing cousins. That's crazy.
He told Chris, he's like, tell everybody you're my cousin, man.
And he wasn't having that.
Yeah, listen, you should know that Wade is into the boy bunch, bro.
Right.
Hey, and thank you, Evie, for joining, being a member for 7 months, and thank you for the donations, Aaron Roller. Thank you so much. Let's continue.
A little familiarity with it, but I didn't. I would say maybe 2 weeks after we had arrived in the Keys, I found out that Wade was like going around and telling people that we were cousins. And I felt like Wade was embarrassed about our relationship, and I didn't want to be in a relationship where I had to hide anything.
Aw.
So I kicked him out. Then I just packed up
Yo,
and
stop
left.
it, bro.
Yeah. If you're not a Wade wife, smash the like button. Someone said there's 70 people that didn't smash the like button. Listen, that's all Wade wives probably that didn't smash that. But go ahead.
So you'll get stabbed, beat up, choked out, all kinds of other degrading shit, right? But as soon as he doesn't claim you, and raise the flag of homosexuality, you are no longer a part of the shits.
Exactly, and that was Plug's point earlier. It wasn't about the abuse or any of the other shit. It was about him calling him his cousin.
That's the fact of the matter of it happens on YouTube all the time too. People only start getting upset when it's personal to them.
Right.
They don't care about anybody else and their feelings. It is what it is.
Facts. I was just talking about that.
It was exactly what I was saying earlier. He was intrigued and in love with the fucking drama of the situation.
And remember what Wade Wilson told his gay prison pen pal at the time. I forget his name. What was his name, guys? The Latino guy. Oh man.
Oh shit, I forget.
I forget his name. The chat will remember, but he told him, he said, bro, I've been like this, man. I did it in the Keys.
Yeah.
I found out that Wade had been dating Chris.
Dude.
Fucking Joey. Holy
it.
shit. Man, fucking Joey. Remember Joey, man? Joey's a half-ass old school gay. Right?
He's a half-ass old school gay. Oh my god.
He's got some principles of the old school gay in a sense, but he likes to flirt with death too, man.
I spotted him. I seen him. He was at a No Kings protest.
Get the fuck out of here.
It looked just like him. But it wasn't Lee County.
And I wanted to reach out and warn Chris about everything. He had told me that he had kicked Wade out recently and he had attempted to stab him. He told me everything about how things had gone great in the beginning and then just went way south very fast, just like with mine.
We're exchanging stories of drama.
Crazy.
We're gonna have trauma bonds over Wade.
Yep.
Eat some bonbons and ice cream.
Because Chris and Kelly started talking after, and then Kelly started posting on social media about Wade's abuse, and Wade's father, actually, I think Steve contacted her and told her to stay away. He did this before. I think Kelly and Mila talked, and then later, Mila
All these
confessed.
broads are crazy, man. All these
He
broads are nuts.
abused every one of them.
It was in Inverness,
Allegedly
Florida,
not Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney's different. Courtney's I think she dodged a bullet, and I don't even think she knows it, son. I
Nah,
think she has an idea, but I don't
Right.
really think she understands that I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But shout out to Courtney, man. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
thank God that she got not with them and she didn't find out what would happen. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing in disguise for her. Let's play the clip of Kelly and Courtney's part in this documentary.
Stephen was a personal trainer. He told me that he was from North Florida and he was adopted and given to these two awesome people through their church. They were nice, well-off people. And he had told me that he had been in contact with his dad, his biological dad. And he seemed happy about that. This is it. I'm going to marry this guy.
Whoa.
Now there was fake rumors saying that they got a car for that too, but that ended up being fake. Well, what'd you just say whoa about, DBS?
They were gonna get married?
Oh, Wade and Kelly were gonna get married?
No, I think they were talking about this guy, Chris.
Oh,
Nah,
Chris and Wade?
Kelly thought she was gonna marry Wade.
Yeah, Kelly thought. Okay.
Oh, I heard that wrong. Sorry.
In 2018, Wade and I matched on Plenty of Fish around the end of September, the beginning
What?
of October.
POF?
Plenty of
Man,
Fish.
yo, bro, that is the illest spot to get some buns, bro. If you're trying to get like a
Whoa.
one night stand, bro, like that's where you go, bro. That's like it's like a unwritten
Blue went
agreement.
on camera.
That's crazy, bro.
You talking about POF? Blue's like, wait a minute, that's my
I've
my
never been on
shit.
no Plenty of Fish, but to put it on like POF, like something, bro. Come
Oh
on,
yeah,
man.
I know, son. I know,
Wasn't
son.
on no Plenty of Fish. Get the fuck
Chill,
out of
son.
here.
Chill, son. That
Yeah,
shit,
son.
bro. 24 hours, man. You're in there like
Dead
swingers.
dogs. It's like
Yeah,
shooting
all the
fish
way.
in a
Yeah.
barrel.
All right, let's move on, man. Let's continue.
Yeah, I think
50 Cent
2026. I need to know this. Is that still an app that people go to? Because I think they go like I think Wade was probably on Grinder.
You think? Of course he was, man.
You
Probably
think?
don't know
I think of that fucking meme with that one dude. He's like, "Oh, we're the toughest guys around." They had like the monster tattoos, dude.
He was
You
on
think?
the Strap app. What the fuck is that?
Really attractive, really good looking, really tall, and he had a nice voice. Wade said that he was looking for a relationship and his only flaw was that he didn't have a good woman in his life. In November, on Wade's Instagram, I saw a person named Pinup Princess commenting all over his posts. So
Kelly don't play the cheating shit. She made that clear with him at the get go, and I think she was just on his ass about because he was he couldn't stay loyal to one person.
Now Kelly's saying that allegedly Courtney ended up being the pinup princess, right?
Not sure. I haven't heard all this.
All right.
So I was, asking him, who's this girl? Why is she telling you to call her? And I found out that Pinup Princess was Kelly and also the girl that was in his phone under K.
Oh, so I had it backwards.
Oh, I had it backwards. That's Courtney talking.
Yeah. So
and he told me,
Courtney
that's
found out
just
through Instagram that Kelly was allegedly pinup princess. which is crazy. But let's go.
And they still have a beef in 2026, which is even crazier.
My roommate.
They should do street beefs.
He said, "That's my roommate. That's my cousin, bro. Bugging."
Day we were all sitting around talking.
Bro.
Oh, she's a dude. Yeah, she just had a baby. She's ready to go, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh shit. Oh.
I think she's been trying to fight her for fucking 4 years. Or how many years has it been?
Around talking about mastiffs, and I was like, I know this guy who breeds this rare breed of mastiff called a Presa Canario, and they had some puppies. I didn't know that he was taking that and running with it, and my friend was only 18, so
18.
I think that she got sucked into Wade's charisma. I went to work, and Wade and my friend, apparently they...
So this is Kelly talking now. So this dog situation, because we always heard, oh, he's been so good with dogs. Like he's been, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of sociopaths and psychopaths are, but he obviously ain't, because he's out there stealing them and threatening to kill them and shit. He's a fucking scumbag. And never mind the fact that, come on, she's saying he was with an 18-year-old girl. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
I believe 3 or 4 puppies. Wade didn't care. He said, we need to sell these dogs. So he and my friend took pictures of them in front of my couch and posted them on Craigslist. The man that owned the dogs recognized my house and called the police. I get a phone call from Wade, and he says, I need you to 3-way the detective and tell him that it was you. And if you don't, I'm going to kill your dogs. So I called the cops.
Yo,
they told me to...
See, that right there got me. I'm gonna kill your dog. What a fuck.
And who is this that's speaking right now?
That's Kelly speaking right now.
Kelly, he wants her to take the rap because he got a rap sheet and he's thinking she'll get a slap on the wrist or probation because she ain't got no prize and shit like that. So he wants her to take the blame for some dumb shit he did. Crazy.
And sorry we got to do it like this. We can't show visual. This is a show that's on Netflix, so we're kind of working around with just the audio. I had to take the audio off of we had to condense the audio, take it off of the Netflix background noises, and then put our own background, and then we got to pause a lot. So bear with us, everybody.
Fair use.
So yeah, that's why. Oh yeah. Let's get.
So I called the cops. They told me to walk them through everything, how I stole the puppies, what the place looked like, and I did. They told me I needed to turn myself in. The next day, Wade and my friend dropped me off at the jail. And
so
I
yo,
had to
hold
sit
on
in a
real
jail
quick.
Go
That
ahead.
felt to me, right? Because I know it was her friend or whatever that she plugged Wade in with the puppies and shit like that. But a real detective would have knew it wasn't her that did it because she wouldn't have the right details if she didn't really do it. You feel me?
Very true, very true. And I was thinking that if you could, okay, let's say if you did commit a crime and you had to put it on somebody, why not put it on Wade Wilson right there? You had the opportunity. You know what I mean? Let's say, but at the same time, it sounded like this really happened, and this dude's a scumbag. He was trying to get a quick bag real quick.
To sit in a jail for 27 hours. When I got home, they were gone. And so was all of their stuff. All of Wade's clothes, all of her clothes, my handgun.
Yo, so hold on.
I panicked.
Oh, he took her.
He took off with an 18-year-old girl and took the piece. Allegedly. This is what she's alleging. That he took off with an 18-year-old chick and stole her piece.
Who's the 18-year-old?
That was Kelly's friend.
That she plugged him with. Accidentally through the puppy shit and all that.
Seems a little suspect to me, but whatever.
Ring footage, and what I found was the night that they had dropped me off at the jail, they went back home and they were all flirty and huggy and kissy right in front of my camera. I had evidence now that he was being unfaithful with my friend. So I told the police.
Yup.
What?
He was kissing the 18-year-old chick and she had him on the doorbell camera doing
But she wasn't gonna say nothing. Come on, man. Come on.
The police. A felon stole my handgun, which then put a warrant out for his arrest in the state of Florida.
Oh shit.
So I called my friend's phone. I called his phone. They wouldn't answer me for several hours. Eventually they did, and they told me that they were going to Texas. Late December, and I get a phone call from Wade. And he is like, I am so sorry. I want to come home. And all I had in my head was,
Yo, so hold on. This is the second time she called the cops on him. First for the laptop, and it ain't the last time, because the last time she straight up set his ass up. But let's go.
Well, you know what I think too, man? I think for some reason women get into these relationships pushing a ballot, but also using the resources like the police as a tool to see how far they can go to actually, push, I guess the line of what it is that, I don't know. Why would you continuously go back and forth? I mean, there's a real psychological aspect that, they do studies on this about women being in DV relationships and why they stay, why they don't, why,
Yeah.
but why would you keep on and then going for the tit for tat? Like you're not only, playing the game, but you're looking for opportunities to strike back as well. That shit is crazy, man. That drama shit is horrible, bro.
And Chris, Kansas City, I was thinking that too, and that's a great comment. That was the Sarah chick that ended up with Eric from Deadliest Catch.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I agreed to pay for his bus ticket, and I called the police and I said, I have him coming back and you guys have a warrant. So if I get him to my house, will you come get him? And they said, sure. I brought him back to my house, called the police. They said, we need you to try to get him to come outside. So I went outside. There was like 15 cop cars. There was dogs. The cops had shotguns.
Dogs.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrifying. So I called. Oh my gosh, this
That's
is
crazy.
terrifying.
That's something I had in the notes, bro. She had like 15 cops out there, the dogs, the shotguns. That's crazy. I'm glad that we're reacting to the audio because it saves me a lot of time on the notes. But that's crazy, bro. So first it was the computer. She called the police. Second, it was the handgun. And then the third time, it was a straight up setup. She paid for his bus ticket, scooped him up. He was trying to smoke crack in the whip, getting all heated and shit. And then she's like, yo, I need my keys. Alert him out front. And he got arrested.
So I called him and I said, can you bring me my car keys? I need to get something out of my car. So he came outside and the cops put shotguns in his face and took him down and dragged him into the car. I think I let him sit in there for like 4 days, maybe.
This bitch is sick,
And
son.
eventually,
Yo, let me tell you, man. She's got a fucking.
She's a victim.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. She's not a victim. She
bailed
let him
him out.
sit. She bailed him out again, bro. She got him locked up. She called the police on a few times. Like I said, this goes back to what I was saying. She's using resources to protect herself and play the game.
Right.
Right? I let him sit. I put him on timeout and then I bailed him
But I
out.
think she asked him to go to rehab. And this is her word. She's not a victim. She's a survivor.
Man, you fucking contributed to a lot of this fuck shit. Get the fuck out of here. Let's play the
I'm just quoting her.
Yeah, she's bugging,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
That's a typical victim fucking statement, bro.
I think she just knew Wade inside and out because she knew when the crimes happened in Lee County, she already knew it was Wade before the police did. So I just think she was just 10 steps ahead of Wade. She just knew Wade inside out, in my opinion.
All right, so somebody said pretty fly for a Wi-Fi. Yo, listen, you said, remember what happened to her? Do you even recall or did you totally forget? No, I did not forget. But now that we have this new information and new fucking facts of the matter, right? She fucking contributed to a lot of the fuck shit when she could have just fucking really left, right? Because for her to call the police and lock them up and then bail them out and then fuck around and man, she's playing the game just like he is.
But bro, that's a dangerous game to play because allegedly he
That's
tried to
why
run
she's
her
not a
over.
victim, bro. That's why I don't look at her as a victim because she
But
keeps on
he
touching
did
the
try to
fucking
run her
stove.
over with the whip, strangle her, tie her up with her own fucking
But
shirt.
DVS, you don't have to
rob,
be. But if
abuse her.
he killed her, then she would have been a victim in your eyes. But she doesn't have to be dead to be a victim. She got abused by Wade.
got
And
victimized.
if you're going by prison
So
shit,
how
right?
many times? No, it's
Go
not
ahead.
prison. Yo, this is just logic, bro. I have a
Okay,
daughter.
no, that's fine. Where you start taking caps tonight?
Listen, bro. Hands
Listen,
on
Courtney
is a
said she
no-go,
didn't
bro.
see no marks and shit. Listen, we do have Courtney saying that she didn't see Kelly with anything on her face or
Yeah,
any
'cause she pulled
distraught.
up.
And
Yep.
she also said there was text messages from Kelly after she dropped Wade off saying, "Yo, exchange nudes. I want you back and all this shit." So
Right. But Kelly's saying
Bro,
she
it's
tried to run him
easy.
over with the whip. He tried to run her over
It's
with the
easy to
whip.
play the victim after everything's said and done, bro. We're
I know
hearing
why
it
you
from the
don't like
horse's
Kelly though.
mouth.
I know why you have this thing again at the end of the day against Kelly.
Let
It's
me know.
because that racist shit she did.
Which one? Wait, refresh my memory.
They all love a
She
man with a Swazi. But go ahead.
something with Tex and Courtney, and it was like it was a racist comment. I think he reacted to it and got. But this is the thing though, and I know in your opinion you might not think she's. I like what Ronnie said about Survivor. I think
Well, I
that's a
was
better
quoting
term.
her. I
He
was
was
just
being a
quoting her.
sarcastic plug.
No,
Come on,
I was
bro.
actually quoting her word for word from her own mouth. She said she don't
And
believe
I
she's a
find
victim.
that,
She's a survivor.
listen, man, she put herself in a lot of these situations, man. From the very start, the first red flag, man, you should have got the fuck out of Dodge. But no, you decided to play the ping pong shit. Oh, you tap me, I tap you. And then when I tap you, it's going to be worse than the one that you tapped me before. And then we're going to keep on going back and forth. That's all that shit is, bro. That shit is toxicity, son. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but she decided to keep on getting even bolder with the shit she was doing, bro. She dead ass set him up, right? Got him locked up and then bailed them out like he was a fucking child. That's why I say a lot of these women have that fucking mommy complex, bro.
Well, listen to this, bro. He tried to run her over with the whip, with the car, right? And then he got her to get in the car, and then he choked her or strangled her. Now, Plug, cut me off if I'm going too deep, because he ended up tying her up, cutting her shirt and bra, tying her up, and allegedly sexually assaulted her.
The same MO as he did with
Kept her in the
everybody else.
back seat of
It's
the
the
whip.
same MO. It's the same MO. But
Punched her in the
But if
face,
I
threatened to
told you,
kill her.
and I'm playing devil's advocate, because in my opinion I do think she's a victim, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit. If I told y'all that Kelly knew about the first essay that he got away with in Tallahassee, would you look at that different? If she knew that he's done it before and got off because the jury said that he was not guilty of this, which we all know that honestly, that's why sometimes we can't go by the justice system.
Right,
That
right,
motherfucker did that. I don't know how he got off.
right.
But is that her now
Then he did the
trying
same
to?
thing to her and got off too.
Good point, Blue. That's at the end of the day, I don't know, DBS, I don't know.
yeah,
We'll
listen,
continue though.
I tell my daughter to keep on dealing with somebody that's fucking violent and emotionally abusive, bro. Once you see those things, once someone changes up on you and shows you a dark side of dominance and violence, you don't know that person. That's not someone you keep on trying with. That is two different people, right?
But you don't know what it's like being a woman and going through domestic violence. It's like sleep paralysis.
This is
You
why
cannot move.
I feel you, but this is why I'm in my kid's life as much as I can be, right? And one of the main things is we're not going to be doing no abusive relationships. That's not happening.
Yeah.
That's not going to be.
Crying
That's
and-
not. It's over, bro.
I bailed him out, but I told him I didn't want him coming back to my house. We were going to figure something out, but it's not going to be at the house. So that's when I suggested that maybe he should go to a rehab. And he told me I have a friend who agreed to take me to a rehab in the Keys.
Wade and I continued talking. He would go missing, for like a day or two, and then I'd write
This
him
is
and
Courtney.
be like, "Hey, stranger," and then he would be like, "I'm so sorry, I've been so busy." But in January, I moved to the Keys with my sister. I knew that it was going to be a while before I could see him again. I was posting pictures on, Snapchat about us being in Key Largo, and Wade called me.
What's up? When can I come down, man? Cause listen, I'm looking at jobs down there. I'm looking at jobs here.
This is a voicemail from Wade Wilson, exclusive content she gave them. She sent it to us too. This is some good
Get a
shit.
job here and be settled here. Well, listen, straight up, I would rather come down there and be with you.
He was like, "Can I come live with you? Can I come be with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." because I obviously want to be with him too.
I will say this: he was trying to oppress the fuck out of Courtney. He went down there and he started rapping, bro. This motherfucker started trying to fucking. He's trying to be a rapper down there.
And I don't want to, listen, my intention is not to offend anyone or make women feel less than. My thing is, if you see the red flag, right, don't ignore it and go on to another red flag and then ignore that and then go to the next one and be like, yo, this is too much. I don't know what happened. The signs were there, right? You
Yeah,
have
but
to,
some women are battered. They live with these, battered women. They live with this
and I feel that, right? And I feel that, bro.
right.
But how long are you going to perpetuate the cycle if you've already seen these signs, right? If you know and you have the knowledge, why would you continue to allow the pattern to repeat itself? Whether it's with somebody new or the same person, right? I mean, I'm not a woman, right? But there are some things that you can prevent. Just saying.
And real quick, before I forget, we are aware that phone calls from prison did drop Nicholas Cruz's jail calls. Now, we were told about this a year ago. That just shows we're going to keep a secret, y'all. But when it comes to Nicholas Cruz jail calls, it'll be tomorrow night. We'll drop our reaction to it. And then Pino's going to be a key factor when it comes to these calls because Pino is literally 10 minutes from where it happened. Building 12, the whole situation, the memorials right there, the route of Nicholas Cruz. I mean, if you know Pino and me, we did a live one time where we actually called the chaplain and we figured out right where Nicholas Cruz is at through a little finesse through the chaplain. So Nicholas Cruz is actually in the same facility as Stephen Stearns, Wauchula Correctional Institution. They house chomos. It's a work camp. It's like fucking club fed for chomos. And Nicholas Cruz isn't a chomo. He's a fucking mass murderer, but he's got the most victims in American history. So I believe at the time he did the crime. So, and you got to remember all those victims need to be named, you know what I mean? And that's it's very important, bro. It's very important that there's a lot of people that want to slide on Nick Cruz. That's why that's why the Florida Department of Corrections has to protect him. But we will be doing them calls. I just want to get that out the gate real quick. Go ahead.
He told me, okay, I'll be there in a few hours.
Wade and I needed to get to the Keys to meet up with this supposed person that was going to help him with a rehab. But I didn't have any money because over the course of our relationship, he had pretty much drained me dry. We had gotten in an argument, so I got out of the car at a stoplight. He was driving. I didn't want to deal with it. I said, take my car to the Keys. I don't care.
Yo, hold on,
I felt like there was something seriously off with him.
So this is the part I was just gonna speak on, but if they're gonna get into it, I'm just let her talk about it. But I'm glad that we're at this point because this is just where I was at on my notes, and I didn't even want to say that shit that's about to take place. But allegedly, when he was on his way to meet Courtney, he had her tied in the back of the whip, threatening to kill her with knives and all kinds of shit. So let it ride.
I was afraid. That's when things started to go downhill. So I started walking. He drove around the block and attempted to hit me with my own car and told me to get back in.
This is Kelly again.
I was really scared. But I got back in the car, and as soon as I did that, he started strangling me with both hands. I was like clawing at his arms, and somewhere he had gotten a pocket knife. So he pushed me onto the floorboard, and he took the pocket knife.
This is why I think it was so easy for him to get Diane a car. His charm, right? For whatever reason.
I don't know. You know what's crazy? What stuck out to me, and I would never victim blame or victim shame, but why? If she was engaged and she had a fiance, why would she get in a car with a stranger?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's so.
It just
I don't know,
boggles my
man.
mind. Maybe she was just naive
But that's
and
the
didn't know
charming
how
part
ugly
about
the
Wade.
world is.
But that's the
But
charming
she
part
had a whole
about Wade.
fiance. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Some people, I mean, listen.
man,
I think he
that
might
don't
have
mean
forced
shit,
it.
bro.
I think he forced her in the car. In my opinion, I don't think
He
that
was
she
acting
willingly
like
got
he
in the
was looking
car.
for directions, but I think you're right, Plug. I think it was more of a forceful thing because he was acting like, oh, I'm just looking for directions and she could help me. But like I said, she had a fiance. I don't think she would have willingly just jumped in the whip like that. You know what I'm saying? I think it was more of a forceful situation.
But then you got to think too. Florida's hot as hell, and you're doing the same. You're walking the same route to your job every day,
Right.
and then someone off. You think everyone's friendly in the neighborhood. You know, it might be something
Right.
where everyone in the neighborhood knows each other, and you just think it's somebody's fucking kid that's in the neighborhood or something. You know, maybe
Yo, you
she.
listen, and I
But it
say that.
wasn't nothing sexual. She didn't get in for, oh, I'm gonna have sex with Wade. There was
No,
none of
no,
that. He
no.
did that shit after the fact.
But still,
No,
it's a
no.
stranger. He's 6'5" with tattoos on his neck. Like, maybe she just, it was just could just be naive to the situation. But
And there
you
you
never
go.
know.
Candy B said it was a short walk, so there you go. So why, and he most likely probably forced her in the car, bro.
So
That's what I'm
I'm gonna
thinking.
go back to the charming part, because if Wade presented himself as, like you had just said, he might have been said, "Yeah, I'm visiting a friend in the neighborhood. I don't know how to get out of here. Do you know how to get to such and such?" And she could have said, "Hey, I'm walking that way." He's like, "Hey, can you show me and
Simple
I'll drop you off?"
directions. Right.
Yeah, and then it was just comfortability,
Right.
because he's charming in a sense, because this big motherfucker, man, in a weird way makes women feel safe. I know that sounds oxymoron, crazy
No, no,
paradox,
no.
right?
But acting
But
like a protector and a provider type shit.
yeah, so it would be easy. Remember, he's a predator, bro.
Right.
Right? If he's not gonna do it forcefully, which I don't see him doing, initially, I see him trying to charm his way, and
Yeah.
then getting close enough to pounce. You know
Well,
what I
that's what
mean?
he
JB
said.
said
He
she trusted
uses
him.
his good looks and his charm. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to Jules too in the chat, Annabelle, everybody in the chat, Chicken Nugget, Curious, Killing with Karma, Mike D. Salute to everybody, man. Let's go.
And he took the pocket knife and he cut
Yo, not
through my shirt and my
talk
sports
off
bra.
subject. Sorry, I didn't. I'm not trying to take away from the victim right now. But yo, Mike D, man, yeah, man, there is something going on with this hantavirus. I don't know if you guys checked it out, Plug and Ronnie.
Only rats get it. So if you have a cooperator snitch, you will not get the hantavirus.
Yeah, let's not be fucking. I feel you. Great. I love that. That's cool. But in real life, right? This shit has a high rate of death, and man, all it takes is shit. If that shit was to come to New York City,
and held the knife to the back
oof. Go ahead, Plug.
my neck.
It's
and he
too
said,
real for her.
"You need to
Let's
stay
go.
there, and if you get
You
up
know
and
how I feel about that stuff. You'll get that little comment underneath the video saying you don't have the right information about this virus. Da, da, da. So we're not gonna be talking about that. But I will say this, man. The last time, dude, I guarantee everybody would have moved differently, knowing what the outcome was. Like it was a mess. Let's just go, man. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, this part's about to get ugly.
And he used my sports bra and my shirt, and he tied my hands together and started driving. At one point, he punched me in the face. And he told me, "Get out of the car, don't look at anything, and go to the back seat." So I did. When I got into the back seat, he ripped off
You
my
were
shorts
discretion advised.
and he sexually assaulted me. And when he was done, he pushed me on the floor in the back between the seats, and he took the laundry that I had and he covered me with all the dirty laundry. And then he met up with somebody and sold my phone for $50.
I mean, he's done that.
He met up with
Crackhead
Courtney
shit,
with her in the
son.
back. Yeah, that's some tweaky shit. And this is
But-
This is some
allegedly
real
but-
violent crackhead shit.
Yeah, and he actually done that before too, where he stole people's phone. He's on paperwork of stealing phones. So, I mean, he's like when she says MO, I know people think I think this is all true when it comes to stealing the phone. But let's go.
$50. Crazy.
Yeah, Mike D, man, it is something's
all
going
while I'm in the
on.
backseat of the car underneath dirty laundry, bound and gagged and bleeding. And then when we got close enough to where his friend was, he let me sit up on the seat. He said, "Don't look at her because I don't want her to see your face."
Wade pulled up to the gas station.
Did you hear that shit just now? Did you just put that together? This is like
I know. It's I don't know, man.
Yo, it's crazy. I was just waiting for her to say it because I got this shit in my notes, bro. Like the whole time he was allegedly going to meet Courtney, he had her tied up in the back seat under dirty laundry.
No,
Actually,
whoa,
after sexually assaulting her, that's crazy.
hold on, whoa. He didn't. She said a friend. I think it was a guy.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, this gas station meet right here. This is Courtney.
He went to the back seat,
But maybe the selling of the phone, DBS. Maybe you're right about that.
grabbed his backpack. I didn't see anything off about Kelly. I didn't see anything off about him either. If I knew that he did anything to her,
Right there. That's
I
Courtney
would-
saying that he didn't. Courtney saying it on this doc, saying this is why Kelly's pissed off. I'm gonna show her text message in a minute. But this is Courtney saying, she
Hey,
didn't
Courtney,
see anything wrong.
Can you come up if possible? I don't know what you're doing tonight.
I think
don't know
later
if
on we should definitely have her after we finish this, after we review this and
'cause
react.
she just
I think
said
we should
that
definitely get her
she did
input.
look her way. I don't know. I mean, I'd love to hear your side of the story. I mean, you were actually there.
We had her on before. She broke that down before, but
I think
yeah, she
Kelly's
could come
mom.
up. Yeah.
I think Kelly's mom is the one that eventually called the cops or talked Kelly into calling the cops over the assault in the grate. And he bit her face, bro.
Bloody, bruised, or anything.
Yeah, DBS, you can't bite your own face, dude.
Yo, he a necro and a cannibal. What the
Yo, all I'm saying, yo, listen, I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit.
Don't even
Yo.
do it. Let's move on.
All right, man. All right,
I
let's
would
move
not
on.
have taken him to my house. I went like 120 the entire way. I went to my mom's house, woke her up at 4 a.m., and she turned on the light and saw my face, and we called the police. The Palm Beach County
How
Sheriff's
long
Office
before
was in
you
charge of the
know that
investigation.
you can't fuck around and be around a dog that bites, right? How long do you, like, when is it, yo, this dog is a biter? When do you say, yo, enough is enough? After
Well,
you
yo.
teased it and fucked with it for so many times, and then I'm just
Have you ever
saying,
dealt with domestic violence?
I've gotten my ass beat. Yeah, I've been beat up. Yep.
And what did you do? What did you do?
I take it like
exactly.
a bitch, bro.
Exactly. Then we're gonna move on because you literally
But you know what I did?
TVS.
I got the fuck out of there. I'll tell you that. I got
Oh,
the fuck
that's
out
my
of there.
question. So you did get out. Okay.
I got the fuck out of Dodge.
The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office was in charge of the investigation.
I don't believe that. You were there for a little bit while. You were there.
Carter.
I was
Yo,
there
did
for
we
about
skip
6
over the
years,
fact-
bro. About 6 years, bro.
That's a long fucking
Exactly.
time.
That's longer than what Kelly was with Wade. What are you talking about?
But I have children, brother. My story is different. Don't worry. I'll chill out, bro.
R.I.P. Listen. Did we skip over the fact that she said that he said he would stab her 30 times and throw her in a ditch? Because that's crazy. Maybe she was in fear. You know?
My name is Detective Potter. I'm with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the Special Victims Unit. One time in the car.
So there's a video when y'all watch this right on Netflix. You'll see the video of Wade sitting there. Now Wade's all
This
clean
dude was
cut.
real fucking nice to Wade. Real
They were
fucking
not.
nice.
They wanted to fuck. These two wanted to fuck.
On dead dog.
Yeah, they wanted some.
Had sex with
Detective Potter wanted to get up in there.
Me without my consent.
Explain that to me. Help me understand what you mean.
Pulled my pants down and stuck it in without my consent.
Stuck what?
His penis. Right before he tied me up.
Okay. Did he use a condom?
No.
Did he say anything?
No.
Okay.
Yo, hold on.
After this, he's gonna interview Wade. But go ahead.
She clearly said that she was raped just now.
Yeah, great. That's what I was saying, bro. And he did a DNA swab, but declined the lie detector test, and the detective closed the case without getting the DNA back.
Face.
Crazy.
And he bit my cheek and he bit my ear.
Tyson.
Did you feel like he was going to kill you? Did he mention that? Do you think he has the ability to kill you?
Yeah, when he choked me, it felt like he was going to kill me. And he just kept threatening to stab me 30 times and throw me in a ditch, so I thought he was
And
going to
she
do it.
bailed him out after this, or no?
When I went to
Not this time. No, that was the previous time. DBS.
Okay, all right. I just
the police,
wanted to
I
confirm.
thought that I was doing the best thing and that I was going to get justice for what had happened to me. I was happy to give them all this information and DNA and everything else.
YouTube streets. Yeah.
Cool. All right, brother.
All right, yes, sir.
This is where they get the
police
flirt.
officials involved in this case coerced, threatened, or otherwise forced you to give me a statement?
No, sir, absolutely
Are
not.
you making a statement of your own free will?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Now, you know why you're here.
I do know why I'm
You're
here.
a suspect in the case.
Sure.
Because she had called and said you did some ugly thing.
I understand.
She's my victim. Yeah. I'm working for her.
Yeah.
You got to realize that. But I do have to give you the option to tell me, hey, I didn't kidnap, I didn't rape, and I didn't assault that woman.
Yeah.
Whoa, why is he leading
This
like
is
that?
leading. Yeah,
And
this
he's
is
saying
leading.
I have no
Whoa.
He's friendly as fuck.
Yeah, man.
What the fuck? This Detective Potter, dude, you really dropped the ball. You were the dude. Potter, you should be held accountable for some shit.
100%.
Because even if it is a lie, we still get Wade Wilson locked up, not committing these crimes.
He's negligent, bro. Listen, if he went away on this assault case, who knows what could have been prevented?
Oh man, this would have changed the fucking trajectory of everybody's life.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah.
So with that said, did you kidnap her? Did you take it to the Keys to Key Largo against her will?
No. Listen, and let me just tell you, Detective Potter, like, I need to say this. Like, I've caused her no harm. Physically, nothing, dude. I haven't done nothing ever since I've known her.
That's all I need to hear. You know that, and I know that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He said he beats me, he does this, he does that. And, you know, and I'm like, wow.
Wow, bro. That's crazy. He's even telling him, yo, she told me that you be beating her. That's what the
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Does this, he does that. And, you know, and I'm like, well, I just don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not down you, man. You're doing
Listen, I'm
great.
trying to let
I
you
know.
know, yeah.
No, you're doing great, and you're a smart man.
You're doing great.
You're on the
a
right
smart
track.
man.
But you know why we're here. She wants this to go quick because there's an ulterior motive, which sucks because she is my victim, so I got to give her 100% of my abilities. But I ain't putting the wrong man in jail. I'll be damned if I do that.
That's all I want, dude. Like, I just want.
You caught that?
Well,
This is my victim, but she might have
for whatever
alternative
reason,
motives.
this motherfucker is skating through
Potter dude was negligent, bro.
whatever detail they got him on for a detective or whatever the fuck unit he.
I think he's
he is-
retired now.
Listen,
I bet
the
he
Internal
is.
Affairs
Probably why he
investigated
fucking
him.
kept on doing all this shit. He was
3
trying to
weeks
fucking skate
suspension.
through.
He only did 2. Like, what the fuck? He dropped the ball big time, bro. And he's leaving.
Yeah, because before we only seen paperwork on this. Now hearing this interrogation is like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say that because as soon as I seen this shit come up, I'm like, yo, we're gonna have to react to that interrogation on its own because the demeanor, the body language, the way they were speaking to one another, it was just crazy. It's something that we definitely gotta break down. It's fucking crazy.
So Kit True Crime and Amber, y'all got to request it because right now Netflix owns the we can't take it and watch it. Netflix will get you.
Fuck.
Crazy.
Dude, like, I just want her to stop, man. Please, like, that's all I need.
That'll never happen from this
Thank you
department.
so
I'll
much.
tell you right
Like,
now.
honestly, thank you. Like,
none of our people are going to do that.
yeah, thank you so much, dude.
They're over there stroking each other.
I did find out that eventually he did get a swab from Wade for DNA.
Both sides get good. Both sides a few seconds, okay?
And he asked if he would do a lie detector test. Wade declined. And for whatever reason, the detective was like, okay, that's fine.
If you know anybody that needs a personal trainer, I'm a great one.
Oh, they're sick, son.
Closed the case without getting the DNA back and just said, I have no proof. And this is just like a he said, she said type of thing. There was no witnesses. I begged for him to not close the case.
Living in my sister's house, it was going pretty good, but like a week or so later, my sister and I got into an argument and she told me that I had to leave and obviously Wade had to go with me.
So this is Courtney now.
Wade couldn't go with me. Wade told me he had a friend that he was going to go with. After I moved, we talked on the phone and we were messaging and everything, and then I couldn't get a hold of him. The phone was off. The messages weren't going through. And I just realized that he ghosted me.
He's lining them up. Who's next type shit. He's on some Goldberg shit. Lining up his next victim.
Yeah, and that's and then yeah, y'all gotta watch the rest, man. Y'all gotta go watch the rest if y'all want to see that. That's all we're gonna react to on that part tonight. I do want to make the point of him lying about what he did to Diane. We will make a regular video on that on the videos column, because that's important. What he told detectives and what really happened and what the evidence they had. Come on, man.
Yup, crazy. And then Kelly said some shit. If the detectives did their job in the assault case, the woman would still be alive. She put in a complaint, Internal Affairs. And like I said, Detective Porter, after a thorough, because he did not do a thorough investigation, Internal Affairs looked into it, only a 3-week suspension. He only did 2 weeks. Crazy.
It's insane, man. That's insane. All right, man. What else is on the agenda tonight, bro? We have, dude. Honestly, if we're talking about what David did too, David is definitely. Okay. We don't. This isn't confirmed, but we don't know what David was doing with his victim as well.
Right. You know what's
After the
crazy?
fact.
You know what's crazy, bro? So remember he was hiding out in the house, bro? The people had just left to Ohio. He was talking to his father, his biological father, Steve, and when they did the jail visit and shit like that. So the house he was hiding out in, the people had just left to Ohio, and he said if they was there when he got there, he would have killed them. But you got to remember, this is Florida. They could have shot his ass if they was home. You know what I'm saying? It could have turned out different.
Very true, bro. Very fucking true. He is just the timing. The timing worked out for them.
Timing is everything. Yep.
I can't wait to do these Nicholas Cruz calls, man. I'm excited about this. Holy crap. He is such a fucking bitch, bro. I can't even imagine what this dude is saying. So entitled, bro. Since how
Yeah.
Florida treated him by not giving him the death penalty,
Yeah.
he's just felt like he's on top of the world, dude. He has he has more victims than anybody on death row. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
understand
crazy.
it. He has more victims than like 26 people on death row. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, them calls are gonna be intriguing. Like, I can't wait to break them down because it's crazy, bro. And another thing that Wade told his father is that he would have went on a rampage, bro. He did one. He went and did another one. He was going for three. He would have went on a whole killing spree.
So Steve was in this doc?
Yep.
Really?
They had they played a portion of Def's interview with Steve, and then they showed that visit he had with him when he basically got him to admit shit and shit like that. Like, Diane Ruiz, come on, man, come on, son. Her son's on the news crying, and they just want to find her and stuff like that. Like, why'd you do this? And I turned you in because I knew it would have got worse before it got any better. And he's like, yeah, man, once I did one, I went and did another. He was going for three. That's why he went at Mila at the spa.
Nabila?
And
Yeah.
yeah, at Mila, excuse me, at the spa. And he would have went on a whole killing spree, on a whole rampage. He said he would have kept going if it wasn't stopped.
What about the lady that seen him in the back door of her house, dude? That would have been, he didn't kill her. That would have been scary, dude. Like, you got Wade Wilson on your property in between the murders.
Right. That's
It's crazy.
crazy.
DBS, you done? You out?
No, I'm here, man. I'm here.
What do y'all want to react to? We're not gonna do Nicholas Cruz yet, which I want to so bad, dude. Oh my gosh, this is like one of them. This is a major Florida case, bro. If you're from
Yeah.
Florida too, this is This is huge, man. Oh my gosh, and
I
the
still,
whole world.
yeah. I still got a lot of notes on this documentary. We could probably do a whole part 2 to this, so we could either move on or we could have Courtney come up and tell her side. I think that might be a good idea to at least invite her up and let her tell her side and speak her mind.
The links in the comment section if you want to come up. So what? Okay. Oh yeah. So we could do this. Bruce Rivers is debating that lawyer that's for Davion. Did you
Yeah.
get that link I sent you, DBS?
I'm gonna check
Or
it
not
out.
Davion. Gideon.
Yeah,
Dion, yeah.
I believe I got it. I just got to make a store run real quick.
Yo, we got a lawyer out here in Boston. He's that guy. He's the new top guy out here in Boston, bro. He's that guy.
All right, hold on, DBS. Before you leave, just run it and I'll pause it. Hold on. Let's pull it up. Go to Gideon's page.
Shout out to Joe Rez Law. That's the new Boston lawyer. Harvard Law. Salute.
Damn, we all got a YouTube lawyer, bro. Shout out the Florida defense team, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Joey Rez. That's the guy. Biggest lawyer in
Which
Boston
video
right now.
am I playing right here?
Go to the live stream. He had Bruce Rivers on there, bro.
The criminal lawyer.
Does it say it on the live stream right there?
No, it was on this right here. It's
He said, if you don't want the cops.
Hold on. Just saw what you were talking about. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see
Private chat. She says 2 hours and 12 minutes. Go to 2 hours and 12 minutes. Oh, I guess it's yeah. Dude, shout to Bruce Rivers, man.
Yeah, shout out to
All
the
right.
whole chat. You know that. YouTube, she's podcast.
We're on a new case, y'all. We're on David now. We're on David. All right. RIP to Celeste Rivas. Let's go.
Check it. Hold up. Okay, it might be me now. Hold up.
Yo, Blue, you know Bruce Rivers about to body this
yes.
fool, bro.
Yeah.
This other lawyer.
Hello?
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Wait.
Testing 1, 2, test.
What
test.
is it? Involuntary?
Check the mic. Check.
I mean, why would you be proud of that?
Hello.
When you cock off online, it
Hello?
can have implications. You know, you're not shaking in your boots when you're sitting there.
Bruce Rivers having trouble getting on.
I can hear you.
You know,
I can
on
hear
your
you.
little keyboard when you're at your mommy's.
I think my mic
house
is working.
and sitting in a dark room.
Wait,
with
talk.
a dick in your hand. They are in
Check the
an
mic.
echo chamber,
Check.
you know?
Check.
Is that us doing that, or is that
It's
their
just,
end?
it's just those evil.
Hold on, mute it for a second while you
Oh,
fix
no,
that shit.
sounded fucked up.
It's not DBS. It's Gideon shit. He's got to fix it. Hold on, we'll let it play.
DeMarcus Cousins.
what is going on. What's happening?
No, you're good, bro. We got it. I'll just mute it for a second. They got their streams fucked up.
Kind of lawyer. You know what I mean? In other
Here
words,
we
she
go.
bills by the hour. She's not like me, where you come to me for a homicide, I'll do it for 100 grand plus 25 in expenses. And we go.
Damn, you hear that?
She'll bill it.
Bruce
bill it,
Rivers
bill
is
it, bill it,
100
till the money
grand?
runs out, and then she runs out. That's going to be my guess on this case.
I was thinking that same thing because, like, looking at this, I don't know how much you know about me, but what I do is I catch child predators. So we kind of do our own To Catch a Predator sting operations across
See,
the
I
country.
think they're all misunderstood. I'm going to take a controversial.
Hey man, RIP to Elise Power. We got a dude in here that's supporting a necro right here. This dude right here is a piece of shit. Honestly, Mod, you could block this fuckboy, bro. You coming in here saying my uncle's a legend, dude. Your uncle's a necro just like fucking Wade Wilson. RIP to Elise Power, you piece of shit.
Uncle's a scumbag piece of shit, dirtbag weirdo, just like you.
And he wasn't on the
fucking
main
weirdo.
line, bro. We have his whole parole hearing. You want me to expose you, Midwest TV? Get ready, bro. I'm gonna expose the fuck out of your uncle, you fuck boy.
At his hearing, or not hearing, but he's at like a meeting.
Fuck you and Jacob DeLashma, you piece of shit.
Because like he was just like real fidgety on his phone. So she goes over, takes his phone. They go through it, find a whole bunch of CSAM. So now he's a 2-time. Fast forward, I'm doing the pred catches. He hits up our 14-year-old decoy, gets in an Uber, travels all the way to our decoy to come meet her, and we catch him. So this is his 3rd time. We've caught multiple sex offenders across the nation. We caught one in Australia who he's getting convicted here soon. Yes, sir.
So what's your flavor?
What do you mean?
What turns you on? What's your flavor?
R.I.P. to Bruce Rivers' son. This is a weird comment right here.
Nicely built.
Oh, well, you know, me personally, man, I got yellow fever. I got yellow fever. My fiance, she's Vietnamese. I got yellow fever. Yeah.
And you know, and you have a particular taste for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you try to get me to like cranberries at Thanksgiving. My grandma made this cranberry relish. No matter how much I tried, I hated cranberry relish. I cannot eat it. It triggers a gag reflex. Well, try to get one of my office or one of my editors, Robert, to like pussy. I mean, he wouldn't like pussy if you'd say just
holy shit.
He's got his
yo,
right?
whoa,
yo, hearing him talk like this is crazy.
Bruce Rivers a freak.
Yeah,
you cannot change.
You can't. And it's really it's uncurable. You know, it's like and the guys I catch that are into CSAM and stuff, they're like, well, you know, I do it so I don't hurt anybody. You know, if I had the ability to look through your eyes throughout your entire life, I know for a fact you've done something to a kid. And we catch people, and it might be their first time getting caught up in it, but there's never a first time. We caught a dude in Del Rio, Texas, 19 years old, Mr. Bruce, 19 years old. He was on Telegram thinking that he was going to meet up with a predator father. We call it the pred dad, where he thought he was going to meet up with a predator father to have sex with his 13-year-old daughter. So he comes there and he talks to my friend Alex, who's playing the pred dad. And so he thinks all of this is real. He's like, so man, like what all have you done? How big is your collection? This man had over 5,000 videos. And he said that his favorite video was this little Asian girl being abused and tortured for 2 hours. And he was down to be recorded. He was just like, yeah, just make sure my face is in it.
Fuck?
And he was like, and my friend was like, hey, have you ever done anything to like a real girl? He was like, I used to do stuff to my sister, but then she died.
Self-snitching, man.
Oh yeah, we have this maneuver. We call it the vouch, and I want to tell you how you think it would hold up in court. We love doing this. So we get them confessing to everything about the child porn. We let them know. We tell them, hey man, I know there's child porn on your phone. Do you want us to help you get that? Get rid of all that? Do you want to just get disassociated with it? They're like, yeah. We're like, okay, here, just give us your phone, put it in airplane mode, and we have a computer that can get rid of all of it. So we have them put their phones in airplane mode. They set it aside, and then when the cops come, like I bring them over, it's like, hey man, you know, look, bro, I got you. I'm about for you. So we go over to the cops, and I'm like, yo, Derek, man, you're not gonna talk to 13-year-old girls anymore, right? No. The last time, no. And there is a lot of child porn on your phone that you want to get rid of, right? He's like, yeah. And I'll be like, can I show the officer the child porn on your phone that we're gonna get rid of right now? He's like, yeah, you can show them, and then we'll show the cops it.
Listen, yeah, he might have a Bruce River in his state, Kansas City, but guess what? That motherfucker would never be able to afford Bruce River, and Bruce River don't he probably represent anybody, honestly.
Listen, bro, obviously, bro, because listen, I fuck with Bruce Rivers. I always supported him. I'm with the stop self-snitching and all that shit. But from what I'm hearing and seeing so far, it's kind of like he's low-key sticking up for these scumbags. Like they got some type of disease they can't help or some shit like that. Like, oh, you got a preference. You like Asians. Like, what the fuck is he saying right now? I ain't feeling it.
Your way out of that.
We had a guy in Tyler, Texas. He just got sentenced to 40 years. And it was all with all the stuff that was on his phone. We just had a suspicion that he had CP. We go over to his house. We talked to him. He admits to it. We asked him if we could help him get rid of it on his phone. He admits everything to the cops. And he just got sentenced. It was in Tyler, Texas. Just got
They're
sentenced.
not the brightest guys on the planet, but you know what they all have? They all have money for some reason. I don't know why. Well, it's because they hoard. You know, they hoard things. And they don't have a social life. Who wants to fucking hang out with a child predator? Nobody. I mean,
and to bringing it back to David, like where I feel like the reason why I've been gravitating to this case so much is that
Yeah, dude. If David didn't do this crime, right, Gideon probably would have, because he's been catching a lot of social media people, influencers that are chomos. He would have caught David because David had CP on his phone. I could see David be on one of these fucking stings.
And now the prosecutors are saying that they found videos of the two of them engaging in these sexual acts. And so it's like when I ask other, not saying any names, when I ask other lawyers, it's like, how can you what's the word? Like, the whole thing is, to get to the murder, you have to know the whole story. Because to get to the murder, you have to know, why would he murder her? Well, he's a famous artist sleeping with a minor. So that's a huge motive to wanting to silence her so she doesn't ruin his career and
have the flavor. I mean, what about that song Romantic Homicide?
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, that's fucking bad. That's like Melly, Murder on My Mind. That was the very first thing we reacted to. That's where I came up with Stop Self-Snitching. I mean, what the fuck are you doing putting your murder into your music? I mean, it just is uncanny.
And to his point right there, right, with Melly and David, they both made the songs before they commit the murder. It's almost like they got to manifest what they already done to make themselves be solidified as some kind of like real fucking artist
type shit. Yeah. You know what's crazy? That was his first video, and that's what really put him over the top and kind of blew him up and had a lot of people fucking with him.
Your lawyer is. I don't care how wealthy your lawyer is or how expensive your lawyer is. I don't care how smart your lawyer is. There's certain things the lawyer just can't do. Like, you're not going to be able to put that girl back together. You're not going to be able to take that girl out of the car. You're not going to take out the fact that it's your car. You're not going to be able to take out the fact that you bought a fucking chainsaw just before this. You're not going to be able to take out the fact that you bought a body bag and she found it in a fucking body bag.
He's speaking facts right now.
Change any of those facts.
Yeah.
And if somebody opines that, oh, well, you got set up. Well, you're not going to be able to take away all the text messages between the two of you. You're not going to be able to take away all the like you said, the child porn that is between of the two of you having intercourse. I mean, you can't get rid of all that. And so
not only that, but also they have the Uber where he ordered the Uber. His account ordered the Uber from where she lived to him.
It's not illegal to order an Uber for somebody. Give me a fucking break. I heard that. I watched a little bit of his interview with you, and and God love him. He's trying to fight the good fight, but grab your
is that the good fight?
Kiss your ass goodbye. I mean, it's as simple as that. Even if they don't get him on the homicide, they've got him on the child porn, and that's manufacturing child porn. And if you happen to send it to anybody, which if you're as narcissistic as some of these artists are, you're gonna be proud of your accomplishment of sexually assaulting a child who can't consent.
Whoa.
And it's distribution of something you manufactured. Life in prison. I mean, you can still get life.
You got to be this twisted to be some kind of defense attorney, Blue, I guess. Oh my gosh.
Pornography case. I guarantee it.
So that was what I had asked the other lawyer. I was asking
exactly
what point is his defense team, like, what is going to be the hill that they're going to concede on? Because they can't fight. That's why Germany lost. They tried to fight too many fronts. You can't fight the Allies and the Russians at the same time. You have you have to pick one battle. So I would obviously assume he doesn't want to die, and they're putting the death penalty on here. So you have to fight the murder case. So if you're fighting the murder case, let's say you were his defense lawyer, would you just concede the fact, yes, he did have a sexual relationship with her, yes, he did record this? Would you just concede that fact?
I don't know enough about the case, to be honest with you, to say what you would concede, what you wouldn't concede. There's some lawyers that fight every single little thing, and every little tiny fact. And I think you lose a jury when you do that. If you pick a few things and you fight the good fight on the main points, and I think on this you can just say, prove it that he did this, and without conceding anything. But there's just, it's a circumstantial case, right?
Yeah.
And what the law does, the jury is instructed that they're not to, prefer either direct or circumstantial. The law doesn't prefer one or the other, direct or circumstantial evidence. But you start adding this all up. If they take death penalty off the table, you got to consider, especially in light of the child porn. It's like, what do you want to do here?
Do you think they put the death penalty on the table to where he would just take that plea deal? Because we have another case in Louisiana where this dude, molested a real 8-year-old girl and other kids and recorded it and stuff. And so in Louisiana, they're putting they're at least they would tell me that they're putting the death.
Is it just me or is it getting worse? Like it's more and more cases, bro, of this nasty behavior. What the fuck?
Crazy word.
Probably wouldn't even fucking negotiate if you're the prosecutor. All right, you want to take a deal for life without parole and we take death off the table, that's the best deal you're going to get. And he may just say, fuck it, I don't care. You know what I mean? But it wouldn't be beyond the prosecutor to be coercive in trying to get a plea. I mean, they do that all the time.
So going forward, because they pushed the preliminary hearing back, I'm guessing it's because of how much evidence it is and they have to go through all of that. What do you
heard her saying? We want our preliminary hearing right now. All of a sudden they open it up. Oh fuck. Let's do it at the end of the month. I guess that's fine. Just like fuck.
Yeah, they weren't as antsy
Mark
anymore.
my words. So now the prosecutor filed a brief in this case, right, to showcase the evidence that they have, and the defense, objected to that, saying, "Well, this isn't fair. It's one-sided." Well, of course it is. We're trying to put your fucking guy away for the rest of his life, at the very least. So of course it's going to be one-sided. But it's so bad, it has this effect. All they have to establish is probable cause, which is a very low burden, and there's not a judge that's around that's going to say that there isn't probable cause here. So what is your purpose of having a hearing that you're going to lose? They know they're going to lose a preliminary hearing. So you have one or two outcomes. Either you have the hearing to sort of test the evidence, to get a shot at the cops a little bit, to have them showcase their case, to see, exactly, because they also have his phone. They have his phone where he was. I mean, one of the reasons it took them so long to charge us out there is because they got DNA, they got tower records. I mean, they've got 40 terabytes of information. So if you want them to show their hand a little bit, they sort of did that with the brief. My guess is they're going to waive the preliminary hearing. I would be shocked if they didn't.
So is the preliminary hearing not necessary when you're going into trial?
All the preliminary hearing is for is we don't have them in Minnesota. The judge reads a complaint and says, okay, that's probable cause. We'll send it on for the next hearing. But the purpose of a preliminary hearing is solely for the judge to find probable cause to get this to a jury. That's it.
Okay.
And it's a very low burden.
Okay. Yes, sir. So it's kind of like
not true.
So it's kind of like when you do grand jury, but just with a judge, pretty much.
Yeah, kind of. That's a good way to put it.
Okay. I guess I have a personal question for you. So you're a criminal defense lawyer, right? And this is a very high profile case. Let's say you practice out of Minnesota. So let's say hypothetically, this all happened in Minnesota, David, all of that, and you saw that, and David came to you for you to represent. If you saw the details to this, would you personally take this case, you think?
Let's see, my soul is not for sale, but you can rent it, but it's expensive.
Whoa.
Now, would I take? Sure, I would take it. It would be expensive, and I would probably have to put a team together on it, and it really is going to be basically a slow guilty plea, if you want me to be honest with you. But I mean, I don't know the facts, so I mean, I could be.
Bam! You hear that? Slow guilty plea. Even Bruce Rivers can't save you, David.
Yeah, this shit getting weird, bro. I don't know.
But I've had a priest, shoot his ex-wife's lover, or not priest, but a preacher, shoot his ex-wife's lover. I've had, high trafficking case where my client was a madam, 7-week trial. I've had some high-profile cases here in Minnesota. We just had last year we had a gang case. They took 45 fucking guys off the street. The highs and the low gang, and it was all a RICO case, and now they're doing the lows.
Whoa, that happened in Minnesota? I might know who snitched on that, motherfucker.
And they had this like no-go zone for anybody who wasn't part of the gang, where it was like an open air drug market. So I've handled some high-profile cases, some homicides. So this would be kind of up there in terms of the depravity of it all. But it's what we see. We see this kind of stuff not on a daily basis, but nothing nothing shocks us on how much.
So itty bitty, great comment, and that's probably the most likely outcome for David. Is best deal David can wish for is life without the possibility of parole. It's California. He probably won't get the death penalty, but if he does, we'll see.
And some guys were already doing 30 years on a murder case. They pulled him out and they charged him with this conspiracy case.
I have another thing I wanted to talk to you about. So, do you know what Looksmaxon is?
Smaxon?
Looksmaxon. Do
No.
you know who Clavicular is? Have you heard about him?
I have to plead ignorance.
Blue, man, you need to fuck Clav up.
Yo, this is getting crazy.
They try to optimize their looks. Their belief is that good-looking, attractive people are treated better in life. So you need to become more good-looking and attractive. And
right here.
So like they'll do like
So, yo, that's the thing they
jawline
do in
symmetry. They'll do things like
What's that?
The attractive effect and the nerd effect. So if you go in there with some fake glasses, your hair combed a certain way, you present yourself a certain way, it's more likely to go in your favor with the judge or a jury. That's just a fact. It's called the attractive effect and the nerd effect.
community. His name is Hollow. He's 18 years old, and his girlfriend, he does this. He'll go like this. His girlfriend goes through his phone thinking that he was cheating on her, but she goes on his Telegram and she finds him on Telegram buying child pornography, like a lot. Whoa. And so she outs him, but she can't put all the evidence out there, obviously, because it's child porn. So like people are saying, oh, this is fake, yada, yada, yada. And he was playing into that, being like, oh yeah, she's trying to set me up because I broke up with her. When I saw the messages that I saw, I knew it was real off the bat. So me and my friend, we go over, we confront him. And we don't even confront him. We go over, we ask him if we could come inside. We film the whole interaction. This happened in Florida. He does a 2-hour-long interview with us where he admits to everything. He admits to buying it. He admits to using it.
Why the fuck would you do that?
We're very persuasive.
You're a handsome son of a bitch, but not that handsome. I mean,
Dang.
Jesus Christ, you shove on my door and say, get the fuck
Whoa,
out of here.
whoa.
Why would they do that? This is weird, bro.
Hey, well, listen, man, you got to have this.
If it was his client and he was, he had to maintain a certain responsibility of confidentiality, but this is all hypothetical. He could be popping his shit, but
hey, but Bruce Rivers looks at everybody as future clients.
Yeah, he's dirtball, scumbag. Most lawyers are though.
But RIP to his son, man. I don't want to forget that. He's a great
got nothing to do with
YouTuber.
nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who you want me to fuck up, bro?
Clav.
Whoever that is could get it. Whatever. Whenever.
Yeah, I want to see that fade, man.
Whoever the fuck that is could get it.
Wife and doing all kinds of weird shit. I think the more that you get into weird shit,
he shoots gators and shit. He don't fight.
It's more to get you off, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
And what's like George Carlin said? What's wrong with being on top? Get it over with quick. Anyway, and so the judge looks at me, and after she takes his plea, he had taken 2 images of his daughter's holding his erect penis, right? And that's all it was. And in the child porn world, that's mild.
Whoa,
oddly enough.
That's all it was.
But it was
That's
in federal
mild.
court and
Yo,
it was
this is
manufacturing,
getting
so
sick,
he was
man,
looking
bro.
at just a.
Dude, it's almost like the more the people talk, the more you get to learn more about them, and like those regular videos people do when they edit this regular videos, like you're starting to see. It's a little weird.
I've
You're
been
right.
saying for
You're right.
years, the more you let somebody talk, the more likely they are to say some dumb shit. So you just let
I
people
can't,
talk.
and
let
I
them
don't know
hang
why I brought
themselves.
this up. I said, for the life of me, I've got a 6-year-old daughter. I just can't even imagine. And the judge, without missing a beat, and mind you, we are 6 sense of humor people in the criminal defense world. And so the judge looks at me and says, "Oh, but for Bruce, you would." And I said, "Well, for you, judge, of course I'd make a calendar." So fucking bad. But in other words, these guys, I think, are weak. And when you come to them, like an ally, right?
Yeah.
And there's another guy from Texas. I can't remember what his name is, but he does kind of a similar thing.
A big dude? Big dude?
Yeah,
beard? Yeah, that's the dude. Yeah, Alex Rosen. Yeah.
And when you sit there and you talk to them, they think, oh, one of the things that these guys in child pornography are isolated. They obsess. They're isolated. They and so when you all of a sudden are their ally, they're open to that communication because they're weak and they look at you as a friend, and they don't have friends. That's my guess, and that's why you're so successful, because you come at this the right way.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully I never have to run
JDR does
into
a
you.
better
We actually
job
just got
than
I got my
Vitality,
first.
dude. The dude, that Vitality dude fucked up and got the wrong dude one time, bro.
Vitaly or whatever the fuck his name is.
Vitality, is that how you say it? Vitality?
I don't know how you say it, but he's a fucking
All these dudes
weirdo.
got weird fucking names, dude. These streamers, dude.
Yeah,
This dude they're talking about is Hullo. His name is Hollow with a HULLO.
Like hollow points.
Like he needs a hollow point, yeah.
Hollow point tip.
yeah, wood chipper season, man. That's what it is right now.
They put it in as like a prior,
dogs.
Act, for my client, and I'm cross-examining the guy. I said, why were you going to meet a 15-year-old boy at a gas station at 2 a.m? And he says, well, I wanted to get him some help. Give me a fucking break, you fat fuck. All you want to do is suck his cock, and that's the other thing. They're bottoms. They're not tops.
Whoa.
Oh man, you know what?
Whoa. We just talked about some bottoms.
Crazy, bro.
We just talked about Chris and Wade. They're two bottoms dating each other. Anarchist says Vitality. Go ahead.
Vitality. I didn't know it was Vitaly or Vitality, but he's quick to shit on some gay dudes, but he was kind of he kind of held back when it came to the pedos and the chomos. I don't know. This is weird to me, bro. Got me feeling uneasy.
Man, you used to fuck with Bruce Rivers too, man.
A heavy
I'm not
break
sure
before this video.
No,
heavy.
I don't think that was
just an hour ago. That was my dog.
Damn, this is crazy.
No.
And then he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, no, we don't put their hand. We don't want to put our hands on them because if they get a lawyer like you, what I have not. My over 100 pitches, none of my cases have gone to trial. They all take plea deals. They might drag it out, but they all take plea deals.
Want to drag it if you represent somebody like that. You want to drag it out because you want them to get therapy. You get you're trying to fix the problem. Generally speaking, there's no defense on the substantive charges because if the search is good of your device, if the seizure and search of your device is good because it's usually done with a warrant, what's your defense? You don't have a fucking defense.
Exactly. So I guess to close it out on this topic, going back to David, scale from 1 to 10, how fucked is David? 11.
Maybe 37.
Damn.
So would you say that his lawyer is really just in it for the money and publicity, maybe?
Because it's all about money. Ain't a damn thing funny.
Yo, he dropping
She's got a con.
Damn, he be watching your shit, bro. He be watching you.
Yo, he watching. Bro.
I see this with white collar cases all the time. Where there was a guy here locally, never tried a fucking case. Never tried a case. Works the case up $4 million plus, okay, for a plea and sentencing. It's to the day of trial, browbeats the shit out of his client until he takes a deal. And he takes a deal. The guy's never once tried a case. I'm not going to say that about Blair Burke because I don't know that that's her reputation. She's got a good reputation, but she represents the stars, people with a lot of money. And in this case,
did Harvey Weinstein take it? Because she represented Harvey Weinstein during his thing, right? I believe.
But she didn't try that case, though.
So he took a plea.
He lost in New York.
So did he take a plea with her when she was on his case?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? I just thought that would be interesting if
She's
you
a good
knew.
lawyer, but I think once the money runs out, she's going to run out.
So I am going to I'm gonna add Jay Homa to the call. So it's just gonna call again, and all you gotta do is just answer. So I'm gonna add right here.
Here we go. That's what I've been waiting for. I wonder if they have Bruce Rivers acting like the prosecutor right here.
Yo.
This is like realistic mock trial shit right here.
Yo. You free?
I'm waiting for the thing to download, so just give me a couple minutes.
Do I need to do something?
My Discord should be downloading.
Okay, bet. Okay, we're in the call. Just whenever it downloads, you can just join in the call, okay?
Yeah, I'll
Bet. Yeah, just turn on your camera. You're in the call. He's gonna join. He's just getting his Discord ready. So pretty much just do what you did last time and just hit the camera button. Like instead of the arrow, like hit directly on the camera. There you go. Hey, Bruce, man, you pick up Discord fast, man.
First time I've ever been on Discord.
So, what's it called, man? You know what? I would love if you could. I would love for you. I'm gonna send you one of my videos to your team. I would love for you to react to it and like just give your.
Oh, yeah, those are good. Those are funny to react to. What is that guy's PP something in Texas?
PP Southeast Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Predator Poachers.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, yeah, those are funny to react to. I reacted. We got a call from Chris Hansen once, and I reacted to some of his videos.
Bro, fuck Chris Hansen.
I know.
Whoa.
And then all of a sudden, I'm right down the street, and all of a sudden I hear this commercial.
Why is it fuck Chris Hansen?
Maybe because it's competition. Ain't that the original To Catch a Predator dude?
Bro, he put a lot of chomos away, bro. What are we talking about?
I think Chris Hansen's really because, like, not to brag or anything, but in like the predator catching space, I'm the biggest. But I want to say, like,
yeah, but you be shaking the haze, Gideon. You better watch
like,
your
I don't
mouth.
know if you saw, but like I did a prank where like I got a haircut courtside at a
Everybody
NBA
should
game.
be taking them down.
I did another
You don't
prank
do
where I
shit
took a
about
nap
it.
at courtside at a WNBA game, and like I did a bunch of different pranks, and that's how I got my startup. But then I gave my life to Christ, and I wanted to do something more productive, so I started doing this. So, but anyway, like at least right now in the predator catcher space, I'm the biggest view wise, and there's a lot of other big people like Predator Poachers and Skeeter Gene, and
Marcus Cousins.
It's not even I know Chris Hansen is like jealous. He.
I could totally see that. Because
the thing, what he'll say is he'll call us all vigilantes. He's like, they don't do it right. They're vigilantes. Da 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 da. Even though we're getting conviction, like Alex Rosen has over 300 convictions. And he's
but it's a difference with Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen got a conviction every single time he did that show. Every single person that came in there, I'm pretty sure they got arrested and went. These dudes be fucking up sometimes. These dudes.
He's exposing them on national TV, not YouTube and Kick and Discord or whatever the fuck they got going on. But listen, everybody should be taking down these predators, but they should be getting their ass beat. They should be getting tortured and put in jail. Like, you shouldn't be making jokes and letting them go. Theoretically speaking, hypothetically speaking, but it shouldn't just be a fucking joke, catch and release like y'all here fishing. Take this shit more serious. This is people that are hurting children. Like, what the fuck you doing?
And he gathers all the information. But Schlepp doesn't go out and confront them. He'll send it to groups like me or Predator Poachers. So, like, 5 of his arrests, I did. And I helped get those dudes arrested and convicted. It was obviously teamwork and everything. So whenever Schlepp went through his whole legal battle with Roblox, Chris Hansen comes on his side. And he's like, oh, Schlepp does it the right way. But I'm like, wait, hold up, pussy. I thought you said we're vigilantes. Schlepp isn't involved with any law enforcement or anything like that. But now that this situation is blowing up, he wants to get all buddy-buddy with him so he can get Schlepp on his documentary. But so he's okay, but I'm the same dude who's literally working his cases and helping these dudes get arrested and convicted, but we're the problem. So when he can further your career, he's okay. But whenever it's competition, it's a problem. And it's like, I don't like that. I really don't.
What's up? Hold on.
What's up?
Oh, Jayoma.
What's up, baby?
All right, y'all.
What's up?
All right. So, guys.
You have in your office?
Huh?
You have a bed in your office?
I guess you can call this my office for right now. I got a couple murder cases out here in Dallas. So I got one murder case in Dallas that made the news.
Shots fired.
And then another case in Fort Worth that made the news. So I'm handling that right now.
So Bruce, meet Jayoma. Jayoma, meet Bruce. Bruce.
Nice to meet you, Bruce.
You.
Yeah, man. So you guys have some different opinions on this David case. I guess, it's not a debate or nothing. It's just a discussion. But I'm gonna let Bruce talk first, since he has the disagreement. So I'll let Bruce say what he wants to say.
I don't have any disagreement. There's no disagreeing that her body was chopped up in his car. There's no disagreement that he purchased a body bag and that's what she was found in. There's no disagreement that he purchased a pool and she was, some of that plastic, but the same plastic was found in that pool. There's no doubt in my mind that no dispute that he had child porn on his devices and has summoned her there and then leaves town shortly thereafter. No dispute about all that.
That sounds interesting. I mean, this is just allegations at this time. I can't say like whether there's dispute or no dispute about it. I can just see what the press is putting out there and what the prosecutors are alleging. But just like any
40
other,
terabytes of just allegations.
yeah, it's just it can be anything. Those terabytes can be pictures of Mickey Mouse or pictures of Gideon. Who knows? It could
What?
be anything.
No. That wouldn't
But
be
right now we
child
don't know
P,
it.
you idiot. Like I get that they try to argue everything, but sometimes they
Right.
say some stupid ass shit, bro.
I'm dead,
Like
dog.
you're not gonna get child porn charges for having Minnie Mouse, you
And
idiot.
then I can work my magic from there.
So they did present a
Okay, so let's context what's going on. This is a debate between Bruce Rivers and Jayoma. Gideon's moderating it. It's basically about the case of David. So Jayoma is saying that he could get David off, and Bruce Rivers they're both defense attorneys, but it looks like Bruce Rivers is going to play the prosecutor route here.
defense has got a mountain to climb.
I'm always going to dismiss what the prosecutors put out there. It doesn't matter what they put out there. As long as I get into the case and I can start getting discovery, that's when I can sink my teeth into it. So it's like, I'm never going to concede to what the prosecutors have, ever. I don't do that in my practice. I'm always going to fight it, no matter what they have.
Wait, we can't hear you.
You have to look at bad facts. I mean, you can't just ignore bad facts.
No, I'm not.
Maybe you just ignore bad facts. Maybe that's what you do. I don't know. I try to recognize bad facts when I see them and try to combat them if I can. But you got to, if the freight train is coming, you got to be able to tell your client, hey, look at that fucking train with that big light and that big smoke. It's on its way. You can't just be happy go sunshine and tell you, oh, everything's great. It's just allegations at this point. I mean,
but I'm just saying from this perspective right now, I'm not hired on the case. Neither are you. Only the people who are representing him are able to see what the extent of that discovery is. It's literally just a statement, a free speech statement that somebody is making about what they have.
Hold on. This person says he's actually doesn't have the C-SPAN charges yet. That is crazy. Wow. I didn't know that.
We can see what we're actually working with. And then that's when I can go ahead and start doing my work in regards to those cases. Hey, I want to bring up some other stuff that we talked about, like how the body was chopped up. Isn't that part of the allegations that
Yes. Her body was found chopped up in his car.
I will tell you, I have never, in my practice, I've never seen like a black defendant have chopped up a body. Like that's nothing.
Whoa.
Especially
Holy
American.
shit.
Like, I've never seen that.
Whoa.
That's what I'm seeing for mostly like cartoons.
He said that's some white boy shit. What the fuck?
Has a lot of, it's a high cartel area, I would have to say, right? And for me to see that type of dismemberment of the body parts, that doesn't look like something outside of cartel-like. And I don't know, the way I'm putting it together is, can David at his 5'5", 140 pounds, have the capacity to do all that physically? And also, can he do that mentally?
In the chest, and the guy, they're not moving when you chop them up with a chainsaw that you purchased.
Yeah, but that's like to cut up the body part. That's uncommon.
But to get rid of it, that's just littering.
Look, I have a lot of murder cases. There's no body parts
they're very
being chopped up into
desensitive.
pieces. It's more like they just get left where they are.
Yo,
but
bro,
for this to go to extend that far is
one thing I think, right? With all these dudes going after child predators, it should be collaboration over competition. They should all work together towards the same goal. We want all these pieces of shits off the streets, tortured, and locked up. At the end of the day, so they should, concentrate on more collaborations and getting the job done rather than competing and bickering and shit back and forth. That's just my opinion. Work together.
And the prosecutors have to prove to me otherwise. They have to prove to me beyond a reasonable doubt that it was David and David only, that they conducted a full investigation, that they closed out every other lead, and they did it properly. If you cannot prove that, then the presumption that I have is that the body was found in a crime-ridden place, it was chopped up cartel style, and it was in LA. That right there is very, very telling. And then you're trying to convince me that this small 5'5" guy did this. It's really hard for me to believe that. It is.
What the
And then not only
hell?
that, but did you see the car?
wild, bro.
The prosecutors are alleging that he drove that car. Me and Gideon look at that video. There was nobody in that car. That's a self-driving car.
He goes skiing.
Did he show it to you?
The circumstances under which she's found don't favor the defense.
This dude got some
Look at
shit.
you eating your snacks.
I don't believe so. In my practice, I see those 20 minutes to be anything. Me and Gideon talked about those 20 minutes that has elapsed from the time that Celeste said that she arrived until the time that she was
Wait,
texted.
hold on 1 second, Jay. Okay, so here, I guess let's have a starting point with this. You know what I mean? Because we're kind of going all over the place. So let's start with their relationship. I would say we can all agree for a fact that they definitely did have a sexual relationship. Can we all agree on that?
I don't concede to that, not one bit.
Dude, this dude's a nut, dude.
I mean, like the prosecutor said, the evidence shows that she had a finger with his name tatted on it. They also showed that there was child porn of her on his phone with both of them in it doing sexual things. Not only that, in text messages, she said, all we do is have sex. I want something more.
You're not conceding that because you don't even know that's her text message, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's her text message, and if it is, I don't know if that's.
Assume it is. Assume it is.
Then
what's he doing? You disagree that
bro,
he's
hold
hanging
on.
out with?
This dude's up here with some chips. If he gets to crunching and munching, I'm gonna get to punching. I'd punch him in his face if I was in person. He came up here eating on live. That's crazy. But
I mean, there is no David. Who's David? I mean, give me a break.
I have no idea.
Some of these facts that are real, and they did have a sexual relationship. What's he doing, hanging out with a fucking 11-year-old girl?
Wait, did you see him doing it? Like, did you see a video of them doing it?
Mom and Dad.
No, but we've seen them together though. We see them together. And if we're going by the music says they were in love too, and they definitely were together. Both families knew they were together. This dude ain't gonna be able to beat that argument.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever the government says, it's not true. All right. Always remember.
Joe Pesci try that, and my cousin Vinny. Everything they said is just bullshit. I mean, you lose credibility when you're arguing about things that you know that they can prove.
I'm saying I don't know it. I would say for sure that there was a sex video if I've seen it. None of us have seen it. You definitely never have seen it. So how can you say that it's for sure there? There's no way.
It's in their brief. It's in their brief. And they're not going to put something in the brief that they can't present in court. They're not going to do it.
Briefs are not always true. And you know that.
If they put something in their brief that wasn't true, don't you think that Larry Burke would shove that up their ass so fucking fast and make their head spin?
All I know from my experience that it's not always going to be true. And I always fight whatever they put out there. You know? I can see where you're coming from, but I go into what I see. If I don't see it.
All right. So we started with the fact that they had a sexual relationship. Continue.
Say that one more time?
No. I was talking to our host.
Oh.
Okay, so we can agree that they had a sexual relationship, but child porn was found on his device, right? Whether or not it's
We don't know that. We don't even know that. We don't know that he had a device. I mean, he didn't even have legs. He didn't have opposable thumbs. I mean, I'm joking.
Okay. So
damn, Bruce, you got to read the room, Bruce.
Text messages between them where she was threatening to expose their relationship. And then after those messages were sent, he ordered her an Uber. She gets in the Uber and travels all the way to his LA house, and now she's never seen from again. And then 20 minutes after she already arrived, he texts her and says, "Where are you?" Which, obviously the prosecutors are saying that was obviously his cover-up. Is like, "Where are you? I can't find you." Even though it shows that she got delivered at 10:10 p.m., he texts her at 10:30. So, I mean, isn't that a little fishy that he's saying, "Where are you?" when he could easily see on the app that she got there at 10:10? Like, wouldn't he be ready to go get her? Either one, yeah.
Absolutely. But I mean, if those facts exist, which we don't know that they do, but we can kind of guess that they do. I mean, you look at the big picture, those facts that you just talked about are not good for the defense. I mean, then why would you? And they've also got her phone stops at a certain point. I mean, stops when she dies.
If that was the case, what happened to her in those 20 minutes? What happened to her? Do we have video of it? Do we have a camera of it? Do we have a witness statement saying what happened to her? Do we have a confession from David himself saying what happened to her? It's silent to that. And remember, this is LA. This is not like the best place, the Hamptons, or any nice place out there. This is LA. Okay? And extortion is really, really big out there. Listen, we don't know her dealings. We don't know her personal life. We don't. We just see pictures of her. And I'm not taking that away from her. We see pictures of her. She's smiling, but we don't know her transactions with other people. We don't know her ties with other groups of people. We don't know if she has wronged any other person out there. That's out there. And the prosecutor has to prove me otherwise.
But if you wronged somebody else, how would she end up in David's Tesla?
How would she what?
If she wronged somebody else and they wanted to kill her, how would she end up in his Tesla?
The prosecutor has to prove that to me. Like these questions, the prosecutors have to prove it to me beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's a doubt. Like
I think what you're saying is, regardless of how this all shakes out, they've got to prove their case, right?
The
They have
prosecutors
to
have
prove
that.
every fact for every element of the offense, right?
Yeah.
Understood. But when we look at this, we also have to. I mean, we're
Listen, man, I'm winding down. I'm falling asleep, Blue. We got to get out of here. But I will say, man, y'all can go check that out on Gideon's page. Y'all can finish it up yourselves. Also, make sure y'all check out My Crazy Ex on Netflix. Salute to everybody that came through. Salute to the moderators in the chat. Salute to the members only. Salute to everybody that donated tonight, man. This is the YouTube Streets podcast. We will be back. We will be covering those Nicholas Cruz calls, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh
We might
man, I
even have to
can't
do a
wait.
part 2 to the Wade Wilson worst ex ever. I got some good notes on that, and Courtney said she'll pull up and come back. But shout out to everybody in the chat. You know that these calls are gonna be crazy. Stay tuned. You know what it is. Hit the like button if you like something. Yeah.
Y'all have a good night, man. We love y'all. Have a great night. We out.